Oh, that woman. Got a mouth like an outboard motor. All the time. Put, 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 put. Hello, exactly.
Couple of very beautiful girls, huh?
Why don't you go eat a decrepit piece of crap?
You're a phony! Hey, this guy's a great big phony! Hey, you're a great big phony, you know that? That's right, you're a big fat phony!
Idiot!
Idiot! Oh! That movie gets better and better the more you see it. Yeah. Napoleon Dynamite. Cha! Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. That's right. You are listening to the pioneers of satellite radio. Sit back and enjoy. So much to do today. I don't even know where to begin. I guess we should begin by introducing and saying hi to Bill Burr.
What's going on?
Hi, Bill.
How are you?
How you doing, Bill?
Doing great.
Yeah, just flew in, huh?
Yeah.
Heard that. This girl dressed up like actually had somewhere to be.
Yeah. I was
on wear a button shirt on this show.
You
don't have to impress us.
Weekend, I still got the makeup on.
He came in with like TV makeup, a nice black collared shirt.
Yeah, this is my I'm going to be on TV shirt.
Yeah, you have one of those too.
Yeah, this is the only color I can wear on TV too. It's got to be like totally black.
I'm with you, bro.
I'm just horrendously pasty.
Well, we got the same color.
They always like put the makeup on my face. They go, "Yeah, that looks good." Oh, look at your neck. And they get like totally two-tone. Then they always forget the hands. So at any point, if I'm trying to make a point, my hands come up. I look like I'm doing like Fosse.
Well, you were in L.A. and you taped some things and then jumped on a red eye just to do our show today, right?
Absolutely.
Don't you learn that stuff through experience, though? You learn that from going home and watching your performance on television and going, I got to wear a darker shirt or something.
I can't watch myself.
You can't?
It's just horrendous. Every time you see, you're like, oh, God, look at the size of my head.
It really is bad to watch yourself on television. I hate
That's all you see is like the bad.
all the worst things possible you see, and it's like, didn't I look in a mirror before I went on?
Look how far my ears stick out. You just hate yourself.
What am I making that face for when I talk?
Yeah, everybody else looks cool. I just did it with D.L. Hughley was Bernie Mac was on.
Yeah.
Some girl Chelsea something or other from Tonight Show. They're like, yeah, so they're gonna be on like rapid fire. So try to get something in when. It's almost like a change up. So I go there and they immediately talk about the hurricane. And Bernie got like all serious and shit, and I got all this wacky.
Yeah.
What's up with New Orleans stuff? I'm like, well, I guess that shit's out the window. Yeah, it is a tragedy. I'm gonna make fun of the.
Yeah, nice buzzkill, Jesus.
Turn around and start goofing.
Yeah, with people bobbing up and down in the water. I wasn't gonna go that far, but that's any joke at that point would have said
anything.
So.
Can't do anything when a comedian gets serious right in front of you.
Start bringing up God and stuff. I was just like, oh, no.
Speaking of hurricanes, Hurricane Ophelia. Ooh, we're all scared.
Yeah.
It just got upgraded from a tropical storm
to a hurricane. How
hurricane. Cute. Is anyone looking at this like it's really that bad?
Well, hurricanes are this year's sharks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, the sharks were at the beginning of the summer, I remember.
We went from sharks to grizzly bears for a little while. And now it's all about the hurricanes. Yeah, because that Grizzly Man movie. And there was a few grizzly attacks.
Oh, did anybody see that, by the way? They have like the audio of that guy just getting mauled to death. I don't think I could sit through that.
Well, we were just talking about that yesterday, and I did see the movie, Bill, and they don't play the audio.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
That's the big selling point in that movie.
Yeah, we've seen about that. It's like, why wouldn't you play the best thing? The closest they get is they film a woman who's listening to it. So you see her with her little headphones on, listening to the audio of the guy being killed by the bear, and her doing that is in the movie.
Oh, that's great. I remember the first time I saw Exorcist, I didn't watch The Exorcist. I just watched somebody's reaction to it.
Watching The Exorcist,
and I was like, wow, that's an incredible movie. What a fucking waste of film that is.
I knew about 20 minutes into the film, I'm like, oh, my God. they're not going to play the audio. What am I doing sitting here? You could just tell how they were setting up things and stuff. I'm like, they are not going to play the audio. And that's what the whole movie's about, that the guy had a camera rolling as a grizzly was eating him and his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole movie.
Yeah.
So it's the build up to the end.
Wow.
And they don't do it.
You know, you ever like laugh at a really inopportune time in a movie and you get those looks? That would have been the ultimate moment if they were playing the audio, somebody getting mauled. You just, wah!
No, what movie I did that too? About Schmidt.
Oh, was that the Jack Nicholson one?
Yeah.
I openly laughed in the theater, and I went to a matinee. So
what awful part?
When he drove up to what he thought he thought his childhood home was still there.
Oh, right.
After all this shit happened
tire
to him,
shop,
where his wife died with the vacuum cleaner.
Now that would have been a good place to laugh. Her shoe kind of off on her foot, and the vacuum's still going. Just start busting out laughing right there.
So he loses his job, loses his wife, his daughter's a twat.
Yeah.
But he's still going to go visit her, so he's driving across the country, and he's stopping at all these hot spots that meant something to him in his life, and then after all this crap they're just building, trying to get you to cry in this movie, and then he pulls up to what's supposed to be his childhood home. Well, it is, right? The spot was anyway.
Yeah.
And it's now a tire store.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore. I just openly started laughing, and the old ladies around me, because it was a matinee, were just pissed off.
Of course they were.
How dare you?
I did that in that, was it Sling Blade?
Sling Blade?
And what was the country singer who was playing the role in that? I can't
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight
You
Yoakam.
remember when he flips out at the whole family and he pushes that dude in the wheelchair right down the front
Get
porch?
the fuck out of my house!
Roaring laughing. I was on a date, too. I was getting the chick punches to the shoulder.
That was really funny, man.
That's a great way to test a future girlfriend.
See if you could take it.
Yeah, if she's not laughing with you or getting pissed off, then all right, I'm moving on.
Yeah, it's just like I can relate to. I'm relating to it.
Right, of course.
And he laughs in Schindler's List.
Oh, God.
I pardon you.
Yes,
Yeah.
when he blows that girl's brains out, like when he goes, Jesus, I don't know, there's some girl like one of the concentration camp people.
Yeah.
Wow. Who was on a red eye? One of them there Jews there was she was bitching about something. And then the guy just sees, geez, suddenly he was getting nagged by his wife, and he just turned around
shoots her
and
in the head.
I was more like amazed with like the acting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
We still
Is
laugh.
it too early for that car crash sound effect?
I pardon you.
Yeah, we're just warming
Never
up.
too early.
Hey, we got to say hi to Jim Norton. Jimmy!
Stop.
You guys hear me?
Of course we could hear you.
Jimmy,
I can't hear you, maybe because the air conditioner's too loud in here. Hold on a second.
isn't it like midnight in Los Angeles? What time is it?
It's 4:12 in L.A.
It's, hold on. It's, a little after 4. I got to go to bed because I got to get up. I had to leave the apartment that I was staying in, though.
Why?
Dude, this whole trip has been just a fucking disaster.
Oh,
Of
no.
course it has.
Oh, Jimmy.
Sound flustered.
Before I leave, the last thing I said, all right, let me treat myself. I'll go out, I'll get a girl. Like, this is in New York. I go to her, she was recommended to me by a federal police officer. He said she's great because she's a big clit. I get there, she's like 270 pounds. I'm like, all right, let me just see. Well, maybe I'll do it and make the most of it because I'm leaving. We're making out. She tells me I shouldn't touch her back because she has Ben Gay on her back.
Yeah.
Because she has really heavy tits. So she's got Ben Gay on her back. And then she stands up and she shows me she has fat feet and she says she has legodermia.
Legodermia.
Which is kind of like what Hillary has, I think, where they get fat feet.
And the ankle goes right, the foot goes right into the calf?
Yeah, it's where, like, water collects. She's like, yeah, water collects. I got to get that fixed. So before I leave, it's a disaster. I get here. The apartment is roach infested. I got roaches in my apartment. Dude.
Now, this is the apartment that you've rented for how long?
It's 5 months.
5 months. You went, you looked at it. I remember you were very excited about it in Hollywood.
But I didn't look. My managers looked at this one because the one we wanted to look at was too much money. They lied about the price. It was too much money. So this one we accepted, and I kind of signed for without seeing.
Oh,
and
no.
It was fine, and I come back. I got pictures. I got video. There's fucking roaches. It was infested with cockroaches. They were in the bedroom with the lights on. I had
Holy shit. Get out of here.
Are you kidding?
Dude, everything is booked in L.A. because the stupid Microsoft convention and the the Emmys coming up, so every hotel is booked. I had to go into Beverly Hills. My manager got me a deal on a hotel for 2 nights. I have nowhere to stay out here, so I have nowhere to stay.
Homeless little Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm sure I won't be homeless, but just so far the trip has been an abortion, and I haven't even gone to the studio yet.
What are you going to do about living arrangements, though?
I don't know.
You got 2 days.
What's that?
You got 2 days.
Dude, I know. I gotta go to Stupid's wedding in fucking Edmonton.
Rich Boss's wedding. Yeah.
And I'm flying Northwest, which is declaring bankruptcy, and they've had a maintenance strike for a month. I'm never coming back.
Now let me tell you, this is coming from Jimmy Norton, who only flies Continental because, as he's told everybody, youngest fleet.
Yep.
Yes.
They are not in bankruptcy.
Yep.
They do very well. And he's very confident with flying that airline.
Only one of 2 airlines not in bankruptcy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Actually, Jim, they laid off 3,000 mechanics and they replaced them with 1,000. So
Who did?
Northwest.
Northwest.
Oh, okay. That's comforting though. At least they only cut their mechanic force by 2/3. That's fine. That's acceptable.
They just got 3 times the work, man.
3 times the work, and they're going to go in with a smile and make sure everything's taken care of.
Of course, because none of their friends got fired, you know.
Oh.
I'm sure they'll still do their job.
Look, my options were either that or Alaska Air, which I won't fly.
Oh,
because
boy.
They have that fucking, it looks like Steve C. on the side of the plane.
Yeah, it's Steve on the tail.
Yeah, that big, the cockpit recorder goes, wind shear, wind shear.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
So I'm not flying them. And the other one was an Air Canada flight connecting with United. So I just decided to go with Northwest. I hate United. So we'll see how that goes. But so far the trip has been a nightmare. I wasn't going to call till next week. I'm like, let me go to the wedding first. I'll call next week.
Right.
It's just been a disaster so far.
Well, did you bang that chick back here in New York?
No, I could do it. I lost my rod. She was kind of turning me on when she was rubbing her breasts on my mule. It was kind of nice because the guy told me, yeah, she's dirty. She'll do anything. But then she wouldn't do anything without a bag. I asked her if she just lick my balls a little. She wouldn't even lick my balls. She's like, no, I don't do that.
Well, I don't do that. She's a whore.
Well, yeah, I should have pointed that out to her, but I'd already paid my money. It was just a waste. And I just wanted to get out of there. She was fat, and she had a fake blonde wig on. It was just horrendous.
I think she did like the top 10 things to make a man lose his fucking heart on.
Yeah.
My back smells like Ben Gay.
Because my breasts are too heavy. I have legidermia.
Legidermia, and I won't lick your balls.
You're becoming a huge star, and this is what's happening to you.
Dude, I'm a train wreck of a human being. It's the reality. It's like the flight was great too. Coming out was great. I haven't slept since yesterday. I haven't slept up since I flew. I'm like, the flight was good. Everything was great. No turbulence. I'm like, this is going way too well. The rental car, it's a brand new rental car, 57 miles on it. I'm like, this is just, something's going to go wrong.
You know what? Also, it's Jimmy's, he's going out there, going to be in a series. It's like a dream come true.
Yeah.
And you probably have all these images in your head of what it's supposed to be like. And then you get out there, and it just starts falling apart with a roach-infested apartment.
He sounds like Jewel when she first got there, sleeping in her car. It's like, dude, you booked the show. It's not supposed to work out that way.
Dude, when you this is how you know you're infested with roaches.
Yeah.
Like, when I turned the light on and I saw one on the door, that's bad because there's no food source on the door. But I all right.
Yeah, no crumbs are on the door.
Wandered in. But when you have the lights on for 20 minutes and you turn the air conditioner on and you still see them walking across the floor, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And I opened the cabinet and there was one in the cabinet.
Is the place dirty? Is it like...
It's an older building.
Yeah.
And again, it's expensive by most standards, but because it's a furnished apartment and you're in L.A., there's not much you can do.
You just got to turn the lights on, get in the middle of the room and go, I'm a fancy man.
They understood that. It's like they were mocking the fancy man before. Dude, it was awful. And I know this woman's not going to want to give me my money back. It's going to be a problem. So I paid like 1 month and then a month deposit. So I know I'm going to get fucked for that money. This is just turning into be an awful trip. I'm hoping the script is very funny. I saw the script. That's the only good thing.
Okay.
Are you you have video of these cockroaches?
Yeah, I did it with my camera because I know this bitch is not going to want to give me my money back. So I took horrible photographs of the little fellas, and I have a video of like 3 of them on my camera, like just shit video. But I have that. And I have one in the bedroom on the rug. I mean, why when you see cockroaches in a bedroom that's got the lights on the rug, you're completely infested.
Absolutely.
Because I was going to stay for the night. I'm like, maybe they're just in the kitchen.
Dude, they'd be crawling on you.
Yeah, I know. Or they'd be on
crawling
the wall.
in and out of your mouth, seeing if there's food in there.
It was all a furnished apartment?
Yeah, which I don't like the idea of to begin with.
Oh, what about the bed? Did you look at the mattress?
No, it was okay. It looked like it was a decent bed. I didn't even lay in it though.
Did you? Was sheets on it or?
Yeah.
Oh, did you look underneath and look what the mattress looks like?
No, I didn't get that.
Dude, you gotta look. There's probably stains and roaches and ugh.
Well, I should have known better. When like I was told there was like a fast an internet connection, and I get there and I go to her house to sign the paperwork, and she hands me a box and says, "Here's your DSL." So I had to fucking hook my own DSL up, and of course it didn't work. I called the DSL people. They say this phone number is registered to somebody at a different address. It was just the whole thing.
Ah, clusterfuck, yeah.
I would love to hear the audio of him doing that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah, why are you so
just
calm right now,
livid.
Jimmy?
Because
we know you.
He's exhausted.
Because and then to top it off, I have fucking Fat Bob calling me to tell me that it was nothing but chicks who wanted to put their pussies on a face, anyone's face.
I didn't even want to tell you about this.
Yeah,
Yesterday,
I heard about it. Bobby told me, and I heard part of the replay in the car.
It's the first time since we've been on the air that we had the type of action in this studio that we got yesterday. We weren't able. Whenever Jimmy's here and girls come in, we are barely able to get them to get down to a bra and panties. Never mind wowing or taking their pants off. Nothing. We get nothing from girls that come in here. Yesterday, Jimmy's gone one day. We get 3 girls, more that were in here. There were like 5 girls, but 3 of the girls, all the girls got naked. 3 of them decide they want to try the wiffle ball bat challenge. And take the wiffle ball bat, comes down the first time in a year, and they lube it up, and one by one, there they go, shoving it right in them.
5 girls completely naked in the studio for, I don't know, close to an hour.
Then a lesbian show that was just box eating at its best.
And we're like,
Bob Kelly is just sitting on a chair with one of these chicks on his lap, massaging her tits. It's just, and that would have been Jimmy.
Yeah, that's great. But instead, I'm doing a great impression of a Puerto Rican in Los Angeles.
Oh, you poor son of a bitch.
Dude, it really is awful.
What was the name of that escort service that you got the Ben Gay waterlogged woman
It wasn't
from?
a service. It was this guy I talked to online who's actually a cool guy who I like, but he recommended this one to me. He's like, yeah, she's cool. She had a big clit. And she did have a big clit.
Maybe it was like a bait and switch thing that was happening.
No, because I've seen a picture of her before. It was her. But the way she took the photo, she kind of like was laying out with like a long flowing thing, so you can't see what a fatso she is. She kind of hit it really well, you know. But yeah, I can't blame her for that. I kind of knew she was going to be a fucking blimp, and I still went. I just didn't realize how fat she'd be.
That's like on MySpace. Whatever photo they use, everybody looks good looking. So what you do is you click on more photos, and then you see like.
Then you got to see the real deal because they're going to put the best photo possible.
Yeah, because if you're ugly, you got one good one.
One good one in you, of course.
Everyone has one in them.
Poor Jimmy. He's like that. He's like the young girl from the Midwest that goes out to L.A. to go in movies.
Yeah.
And she gets there and like is met by a pimp at the bus, and she's just getting fucked in the ass a week later.
Yeah, that pretty much is what it's like. I had stars in my eyes.
Yeah.
It's just
got off the Greyhound.
Yeah. Gets off the Greyhound bus. He's walking down Hollywood Boulevard looking at the stars on the sidewalk.
Hollywood.
It's an awful montage.
Yeah, I can see the montage. I see the montage in my head. And there he is in his cockroach-infested apartment.
Jim looking up at the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
I made it.
Looking at billboards.
Right at the end of the song, some homeless guy says something a little mean to foreshadow.
Right.
Roaches and shit that he's going to see in the next hour.
He looks up at one of the many billboards in Los Angeles, and you see his face get superimposed on someone's face up there. He's all excited.
Hey, Jimmy, you missed Harry Reams yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Yoshi told me, so it was good. I missed the chicks fucking each other with cucumbers, and I missed a porn legend while I was running around stepping on roaches with my fucking fat right boot.
That guy had a hell of a story to tell yesterday.
Is he doing real estate in Utah?
Yeah. He's
Wow.
a real estate agent. Imagine buying your house from Harry Reams.
Yeah.
You can see it in his eyes. He's barely holding on. He's been clean and sober 16 years. He's married.
We could have knocked him off that wagon so quickly.
Yeah. What do you think of the chicks?
He was the one that got him naked. We thought the girls were just going to hand out wow stickers, and they weren't up for anything.
The second they walked in, he's like, "Let me see something. Let me see a little." Like
Yeah.
he turned in a second, and
Really?
one of the girls flashed. She was wearing a skirt with no panties, and pulled pulled her skirt up and flashed the vag right at him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We could have had him drinking
Easily.
back in porno. His mustache was growing back. That big '70s porno stash.
Yeah, he was definitely barely holding on.
Did she have a nice one, a nice meaty one?
All of them had nice meaty vages.
Of course
You'd
they
have
did.
loved it.
Of course they did.
They all had
Of
fine parts,
course.
Jimmy.
One girl, she was Korean and Jewish.
That's
And
right.
she got up on the console and put her ankles behind her head. And it looked like an explosion at the Steakums factory.
God damn it! God damn it!
Yeah.
The one day I'm not there, the first day I fucking leave.
That's
I
what we
really
were
do have
saying.
Shit karma.
Jimmy, one of the girls had a nickname.
What was it?
Cock Hog.
Yeah. She self-proclaimed herself cock hog. She goes, yeah, that's why I'm a cock hog. Dude, you aren't here when cock hog is.
That's even disgusting for a porn star.
Yeah.
You were taking pictures of cockroaches, and we were hanging out with
Cock hog.
Yeah, I'm a cockroach hog, and you got cock hog.
Cock hog.
Yeah, so
So,
we miss you, Jimmy.
well, you can rest assured I miss you too. Do you understand? I haven't even done a table read, and I really do want to just leave. I can't.
Oh, no.
And I'm looking forward to doing this, but just the fact that stupid asshole has to get married in northern Canada.
What? Because he's pussy whipped.
Why would you do that? Why
You
would you
don't.
drag your friend up there?
You don't. It's inconveniencing your friend and loved ones.
Well,
Dude, I really wished I had something else to do so I could just say, no, I can't.
Well, you got to get married where the girl lives, though.
Yeah, no, I know, man.
That's the deal.
That's the deal?
That's the deal. That's what
not
happens
the deal.
most of the time.
It's the United States of America. That's where you get married and divorced.
How many of
like someplace cool like Italy.
Yeah, if you're going to go somewhere else, you don't go to Canada. Is that even legal down here? Is he really married if you get married in Canada?
I don't know if it holds up.
Don't you have to be married in the United States?
Good question.
Of course it is.
Smelling horses.
All right, Jimmy, it sounds like you're off to a great start there in Hollywood.
Yeah, man, I gotta sleep because I gotta go to wardrobe tomorrow.
Ask for the ring, and a hockey player shoots it up the aisle. Stupid Canada.
Stupid Canada. Well, we look forward to the stories from Rich Voss's wedding.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be good. I'm gonna try to tape, some of it if I can.
Oh, the toast, if you can, please.
Are you going to send the pictures of the cockroaches in so we can all check it out?
I didn't have a connection. I should get that in for you sometime later today, but I got to shower now and go to bed and get up by like 12.
Is it true that when they want the couple to kiss at Voss's wedding, everybody walks up to Rich with their fork and taps on his teeth? Cling, 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 cling. That fool.
All right, with that, Jim, we'll let you be.
All right, Jimmy, please take care of yourself out there.
Well, you know what it is? I think that they were telling Opie they had to get me out of here.
Yeah, well, Ben ran in and he said, we got to move on. We got other things to do today. So.
All right, guys.
Yeah, we got to let you go.
We got to let you go, Jimmy.
Oh,
you should let me be. All right, Billy, have a good
unless
call.
you want to talk to, we got Steve from Yellowstone on the phone if you want to.
Ramon, bring me a Spix resident.
All right, Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy, take care, man.
All right, later.
All right.
Oh, the poor guy.
I know.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
He's out there taping the HBO show there.
You know,
Yeah,
for
everything but the Scientology story.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's coming. I'm sure that's coming. He, you know what it is? He's such a pervert, and he can be such a prick. But alone out there, he's such a vulnerable little guy.
He sounded like Woody Allen.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
He is like Woody Allen. He doesn't know what to do.
Cockroach infested. He should. And you know something? Jimmy knows better. I don't know how the hell he rented a place without looking at it, knowing Jimmy. He doesn't do that stuff.
Well, he does things last minute, though, so
yeah.
He had no choice in the matter.
I was excited. It was part of the montage.
Yeah, part of the montage. Oh, the poor bastard.
Handing him the keys, shaking the hand, thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up. A gleam in his eye.
All right, I got to get a cup of coffee. You want some coffee, Bill?
Actually, I'm good. I got OJ and some
We got
water.
a Starbucks machine here, though, now.
Yeah.
I never got into coffee, man.
You're not a coffee guy?
It's dirty water. Burns my tongue. I don't like it.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We got Bill Burr in studio today. We want to replay your Ozfest PSAs.
Oh, okay.
We can't get enough of that.
Those.
Also, we found Celine Dion and Larry King. We got to play this for you because you were talking about celebrities in the hurricane. We'll get into that after the break.
Okay.
Crazy.
We got audio of one of these reporters in the middle of Hurricane Ophelia. We'll get to that in a few minutes. And when we get back, I guess we got to talk about the assault on the media that happened in Boston.
I'll just say, I think we have a leader.
A leader?
For the month, and this could be the winner.
No one's going to beat this assault on the media in Boston.
It's brutal.
It's really, really good.
Like sands through the hourglass.
All right, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony program. In studio today, Bill Burr. Don't forget to watch Bill Burr tomorrow night on HBO, baby.
Nice.
Your half-hour comedy special airs tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Very,
that
very
doesn't
cool.
do anything for my career. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm making that promise. I'm gonna leap off a comedy club rooftop.
Leap off the Hyatt next to the comedy
twist
store.
my ankle, limp in, and do the third show. What's up, Wichita?
Yeah, you guys have like a roller coaster type of life. You got the big highs. You've been doing a lot of TV lately.
Oh yeah.
And you got the HBO thing tomorrow night, and then what? And then it goes back down to some club in the middle of nowhere,
I got this show all next week, and then after that, then I'm at like I don't know, Assumption College. You know, it's gonna be like in like a cafeteria. You know, the worst is those college gigs where they would put you in the cafeteria at like 12 noon. Not only is it 12 noon and it's broad daylight, which is like fucking kryptonite to comedy, they wouldn't even have any posters. No one had any clue a show was even going to happen. All of a sudden, they would just come up, and they'd always fuck up the intro by you saying your name first. You want to say the name last, so you go, and here's Bill Burr. They'd be like, we have a comedian. His name's Bill Burr. He's been on Comedy Central. And here he is. And then you just walking up, and no claps. People just looking up.
No
claps.
God damn. Because you got to train the audience. They got to know when to clap, and usually it is with the big, and let's hear it for Bill Burr.
They had no idea there's even a show. That's one of those things you just saying to yourself as they're bringing you up. You're just going, okay, in an hour, I'm going to be in my car.
Right.
Driving away from this nightmare.
You don't even think about what you have to do in the next few minutes. It's like, an hour from now, I'm going to be driving.
The worst one I ever had. This will be over. I was in Kansas, some fucking awful place in the middle of Kansas. And it's like, when you do a nooner, it's like you have to be totally on. You got to have, like, the set of your life just to get minimal response.
Right.
And I was fucking completely off. And there was, like, 20 kids spread out, and there's one table of black kids. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I just go up there, and they just start giving me shit, and I'm bombing, and I'm sweating. At one point, I'm literally trapped in my act. Like, not even addressing the fact that I'm bombing. And what's up with computers? Those are crazy, aren't they? Just, like, echoing off this fucking cafeteria. And at one point, this black kid walks by. I swear to God, he couldn't have been more than, like, 2 inches from my face. Just walks by me and just goes, ah! And I just kept walking. And I had no comeback. Dude, the fucking rage that was going through me when I left that place. Sure. Just screaming at my windshield. I'm not fucking doing these anymore. These are fucking bullshit. Blowing out my voice. It was the worst.
That is We're going to say that 100 times today now.
Oh, is that bad?
Oh, it was one of the more humiliating moments.
Yeah.
I really don't know how you guys do it.
Stand-up comics are like a holdover from vaudeville or something. You guys are just out on the road, going to these shithole little places. Who does that?
There's no respect for comics either. I saw they were doing a review of that Pamela Anderson roast.
Right.
And they were talking how crazy they got it, and they were like, it wasn't even like, Tommy Lee or any of that. It was the bitter comedians, these show business lifers. I've never heard of that.
Oh.
Who would go, and then they have like 3 lines from like really good comics which are hilarious. They never think that maybe roasting somebody is a skill.
Right.
And they think that these guys are really bitter about Pamela Anderson making it like she's taking their fucking roles on.
And that's what makes them get up there and say that shit. Not that, they wrote it, thought it up.
Yeah, and all these other tools are reading off of a teleprompter.
Right.
Show business lifer. I never even heard that expression.
That's, again, you're just trapped, like you said, trapped in your act. You're a lifer. You're trapped in that life. Never getting out.
Dude, don't paint it that way. I'm going to get out.
He's going to get out.
I'm getting out, man.
He's got a big hit tomorrow night. Bill Burr, HBO, his half-hour comedy
nowhere
special.
else to go.
Tomorrow night on HBO.
I got nowhere else to go. I got nothing.
Let's say hi to Blind Dave. Calling from Boston. Blind Dave.
Hey, man.
What's up, bro?
Just reporting, I didn't see it, but I heard it. Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio.
Oh, the assault on the media that happened in Boston
25.
last night. Fox 25, yes. I wanted to explain Blind Dave to Bill Burr, though.
Ah, yes.
Blind Dave has done a lot of great things for our show. He's legally blind. You can barely see, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing. You see maybe some shadows, right?
Yeah.
We actually had him.
You're retarded, right? Come on.
Trying to read something. Tell him how retarded you are.
I got to renew my license next month.
Already?
Yeah, it's 4 years.
Has been 4 years since he got his Connecticut license.
Easy.
It's all right. They won't know where.
He got his driver's license renewed for us.
Oh,
he figured it all out. How to walk
There's no
up.
eye test.
There's no eye test. So he figured out how to memorize things and just kind of went up there and convinced the person that he could see.
He had a friend with him, helping him along, making believe he had a injured leg or something.
I lost my glasses in a car wreck.
Oh, that's what it was, right.
So he lost his glasses, and they gave him a driver's license. The guy's blind.
He was able to figure out where to stand for the picture and everything. Isn't that amazing? So, and then we had him do blind boxing where he got his ass kicked. How many ribs did he break?
I think 4. I don't know.
Yeah, he cracked or broke 4 ribs, and he...
Who did he fight?
Another blind guy. That popped his eyes out before he fought. This guy, Matt.
When you see 2 blind guys back to back throwing punches forward, it is the funniest goddamn thing ever.
That's the problem.
Do you have that on DVD?
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
own that.
Yeah, we got video.
Yeah, let's get the video back up on FoundryMusic.com. That'll get a lot of hits today, Steve.
And then when somebody, because we didn't have a ring, all we had was a ring of people, really, standing around watching. Whenever anybody in the crowd made a noise...
Was this in Gangs of New York?
Yeah.
Did you give them, like, gardening tools to smash each other with?
They couldn't see each other, obviously, so whenever anyone in the crowd made a noise, like both blind guys would go lunging at the person with a fist flying. Like a few spectators got punched right in the face.
I got punched.
Yeah, it was
They
pretty
bump
pathetic.
into somebody in the crowd and turn around and just wail at them.
Yeah, I'd have to think there's not a lot of jabs thrown in a
No,
fight
not
like
a lot
that.
of jabs.
But we found a
Roundhouse.
ringer. We found a ringer, this blind Matt. He popped his eyes out and just beat the crap out of Blind Dave. Just destroyed him.
Bruised his kidney,
his spleen. Bruised his spleen. He was in trouble.
How many rounds did it go?
Like 3 or I don't know, 3? 4?
I think it was 3.
Yeah, like 3 rounds.
I got beat up by him and a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
You were real drunk.
He was smashed.
He was drunk also.
But the scary thing is we'd ring the bell and they would be slowly moving around the room trying to figure out where they were going to punch, and they'd be, like Ant was saying,
trying to listen for unsure feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And they would just be punching the air in front of them, and then as soon as there was any, like Ant said, he's explained the whole thing. Any contact, and then all hell would break loose, and then we'd have to stop the fight for a little while. E-Rock putting up links to video as we speak to blind boxing. Good. So, Blind Dave, you heard the assault on the media up there, huh?
Yeah, I was like half falling asleep, and all of a sudden I just heard, XM Satellite Radio, Opie and Anthony. It was pretty good from a audio point. I don't know what it looked like, though.
Oh, it looks great because I guess some of the people that were with the reporter got involved.
Oh, no way.
Tried to get the people holding the sign up out of the way.
Right. Well,
tackled them.
The video's up on opieandanthony.com, foundrymusic.com. We should get Steven here. He knows all about this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw it quickly before he went on the air. Thanks, Blind Dave.
Punch it out. Later.
And the reporter's doing some stupid story about, I don't even know, sweeping or something?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a huge Opie and Anthony sign appears from the distance, and the guy's running full speed right at the reporter, screaming, Opie and Anthony. Hey, Steve. Whoa!
Come on. Set her down.
Ah, nice landing today. Hey,
thank
right
you.
on the
No,
seat.
I like a little bit more room.
Look at that. You're learning how to use your hybrid better.
Well, it's hard to navigate in these tight spaces.
Fagmobile.
It's not a fagmobile. I don't know where you're getting this from.
So this was a great assault on the media last night, huh?
It really was. It really was. We're hoping that they can send some better video in, but you really get a clear idea of what they're doing. They went after, I think her name is Bianca de la Garza. She's a reporter for Fox 25 up in Boston, and they were doing a story from the Beacon Hill section. And these maniacs, you can just see this angry mob coming in from the background as she starts the story.
I see that. First of all, it looks like just people just walking on the sidewalk way in the distance. But no, these guys are ready to do the assault on the media. And then they go from a walk to a full run with a huge Opie and Anthony sign. They're screaming.
Yeah, spin that screen around a little bit.
She's doing a story on snow fines.
Something weird.
Oh, now you've done it. Oh, good one, Dan. He's turning the monitor around and he shuts it off.
What'd you do?
There it is.
All right, he's going to back up the video. I know this is radio, but you can find the video for yourself on opieandanthony.com. Here's the latest assault on the media. A story on snow fines, I guess.
On
Fox
what?
25 in Boston. You see the thugs walking. There's like 4 of them.
Oh, in the background.
You see that?
Yeah,
They're
they're walking up.
Oh, she's showing us how to sweep things.
And here they come, screaming, Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio. Then the one guy has a huge Opie and Anthony sign. Who's the guy that tackled him?
Is a thug from Fox.
A thug from Fox.
Thug.
Didn't officially tackle him, but he blocked him.
He blocked him, but you know what it did? It took him out of commission. But the other guy that's with the sign guy had a sticker, and he ran right up.
And that guy is that's Meat Bosoms from the guy that went after Dan Housley.
Not
really?
the Meat Bosoms.
Yeah, the Meat Bosoms.
Holy
Meat
crap.
I think he calls himself.
Yeah, we love the names here.
Of course. We don't like real names anymore.
I think he calls himself Sonny Forelli, but I don't want to mess up his name.
Well, we got Sonny Forelli on
maybe that's
hold.
it.
We got
Okay.
Boston Strangler on hold. It's kind of funny. Each city has their people that are attempting assaults on the media. There's like a whole gang in Buffalo. There's a gang in Boston. Bunch of people in New York.
And these guys are relentless because they just go after the news crews the second they see them. They must walk around with the stickers and the signs.
I was going to say, how the hell do they know? I mean, how do you know that they're going to do this sweeping story?
And where they're going to do it, and
I mean,
how the hell
either you live centrally located to where a lot of these news stories are going on, or you're just driving around constantly looking for news trucks.
But you have the sign and everything on you?
They must travel with this sign with them.
These guys set up the shot a good hour or two before they actually do it. So all you have to do is drive by and see, the news truck, and you know something is happening in your neighborhood.
That is
I don't think I've ever
slow-ass news
seen
thing.
them setting up a shot.
No?
Really?
Maybe a couple times in Times Square, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And they also have a very obvious pattern. If they're doing a story at noon, they're going to do the same story at 5, and the same story at 6, and the same
Maybe
story
they have
at 10.
they have a scanner.
Oh, they
have
got
a
police
scanner?
scanner. You got a police scanner. It'd be easy to
Let's
find.
roll.
Oh, really?
But
They what a slow news day in Boston. They're reporting on wiping snow off of your car and parking in the snow. It's
September.
Middle of September. Stupid Boston.
I guess they're done with the Hurricane Katrina thing. Time to move on.
Yeah.
More important things. Well, let's say hi to Sonny Forelli. Sonny!
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
That was your assault on the media?
Absolutely, and I got to tell you guys, it's a lot harder than what you guys explain it to be.
Really?
Yeah, walk us through assault on the media.
Well, I can't really get into too much details, but let's put it this way. It does take about an hour and a half to 2 hours of preparation before it actually happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got?
Well,
he doesn't want to give away his...
I can't really get into details, guys. I mean, but I'll tell you this. This is the second time I actually hit Bianca.
Yeah.
The first time was a botched attempt over in Foxborough Stadium, and I was on private property, and I knew it. And those guys over at Fox, they actually get to know me pretty well, which makes it even more harder because they actually got my picture posted up at the studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sonny Forelli's been doing a lot of assaults on the media up there in Boston. A lot of botched attempts, but finally he scored big time last night.
So, Sonny, you found out somehow that they were doing a live shot.
Yeah, well, first of all, they were doing a gay thing right down the street in Beacon Hill because, the gay marriage thing, and I thought I was going to be able to get a shot there. And then I realized those knuckleheads were doing another shot right by the studio, which made it even more harder.
Uh-huh.
So, I just kind of hung around there in the dark alley somewhere, and Boston Strangler ended up meeting up with me, and he was the one who actually was holding the sign.
Oh, he was the guy with the sign.
Wait, which he was holding the big Opie and Anthony sign?
Yeah, and what happened was we started going from the sidewalk, and we started running towards him, and the camera guy tried to stop me. I think he had a better chance stopping a Mack truck, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. But he did stop Boston Strangler for a little while. And that allowed you to run toward the camera with the Wow Opie and Anthony bumper sticker.
Right, that was me.
All right, I got it all figured out.
They actually escorted Boston Strangler away from the picture.
Yeah, but he got the sign in, and there's a huge commotion behind the reporter. And I got to give her credit; she didn't even flinch. She continued with her story.
Did her story like nothing was happening.
She didn't turn around and say, "What the fuck is your problem?"
Like Mike Myers standing next to Kanye best.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think the control booth is telling them, keep cool, you got a bunch of guys behind you?
No, I think they're just looking, going, don't upset her, just let her roll through this. She's a professional.
Hey, Boston Strang.
Those 4 guys had nothing to do with the shot. They were actually walking up the street. We're using them as cover.
You know what else is great? The shot turns into some kind of MTV TRL shot. Like the camera's moving.
Yeah.
It's one of those, young, hip MTV cameramen tilting the camera.
Yeah,
they're trying
man.
everything they can do to keep the sign out of the shot.
I had no idea that you guys used those 4 guys as cover. So it's only 2 of you guys.
Yes.
Oh, you got to see the video.
Using innocent bystanders as cover. Nice.
Yeah, so
meat shields.
It's on opieandanthony.com. Boston Strangler.
Hey, what's going on, Opie? Basically what happened was Sonny gave me a call last night. He said, dude, I'm down here on Beacon Hill. We got an assault on the media going down. Originally, I was going to spot for him, but because I lived so damn close, I jumped in my car and just flew down there. And basically what happened is we ducked right behind the church. And as these, 4 guys were walking out, Sonny got the okay to go up there and, hit the news reporter. Not hit them, literally. So we ran up there. Sonny managed to get by. I got taken out by this huge thug. And then he drags me, by my arm, and he starts telling me, not today, not now. And meanwhile, Sonny...
Why, such an important story they were doing?
Yeah, they're talking about sweeping up snow. No, today is the day we
Not
do
this
it.
story, fella.
Not on my watch.
Have some respect.
Not on my watch. He got hit bad, bro. Go ahead, Boston.
So
the thug.
Yeah.
Sonny got in there. He managed to get it out, and I get dragged off looking like a little beaten schoolgirl or whatever.
Not at all, man. You got the sign in the shot big time. Then you get manhandled and pushed out of the shot, and then Sonny comes running right toward the reporter with the wow sticker, yelling and screaming. It was perfect.
We got assaulted doing an assault on the media.
That's right. You certainly did. I got the audio for the people that aren't watching the video right now.
Yes, we're very happy to say that, but David, it is coming, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but folks, remember these, the good old shovel and broom, but we're going to have to get real familiar with these windows, because if you don't clean your car off of the snow,
Definitely worth taking a look at the video just to see the pandemonium that was going on.
I go home that night, last night, and my wife's in the living room. She turns around and says, my 12-year-old boy came down running downstairs. I saw Daddy on TV. I saw Daddy on TV.
It's great. We need a better copy of the video. The copy we got up on Foundry is pretty good, but
You have a 12-year-old?
Yeah, I know.
Wow. I thought it was just some high school, college kid.
Bill, we're used to hear that. That's why we just went with it. Yeah, you're right. He has a 12-year-old.
So my grandson comes in.
That is scary.
Oh. I'm trying to explain it, which made it more harder.
Hey, I'm punching out before I put my foot in the mouth more.
All right, guys, it was a great assault on the media. I think you're definitely in the lead for the assault on the media contest for September. Listen, what's up for grabs this month, guys? A portable Delphi MiFi radio, dinner with our own E-Rock at Paisanos of Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy.
Fantastic.
30 days free video game rental from Gamefly.com. And finally, admission to the Opie and Anthony Show studios to watch the show live through a glass partition in a hazmat suit.
Yeah, they get to sit out there and watch the show through the glass like it's an operating theater for students to learn how to do the latest medical techniques.
And then at the end of the show, we'll take a picture with you. What the hell?
Sometimes. I have to leave very quickly after the shows.
Boston Strangler.
Yeah.
Great job, buddy.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
I would say those guys are in the lead.
All right, yeah, definitely.
Botched attempt on private property.
Botched attempt. I almost got her once in Foxborough.
I like how that other guy becomes a thug.
Yeah.
What they're doing is legal.
Right.
And then this thug comes in.
This thug, the nerve of him.
The nerve of this security.
Oh, man. We love the assault on the media thing. So check out the video on opieandanthony.com. Also, I just was handed a note. The blind boxing is up for your viewing pleasure.
There you go.
On opieandanthony.com and foundrymusic.com. All right? Very nice.
Bravissimo.
A couple of people want to comment. Paul from Chicago, what's up?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, man.
I'm in Chicago, and these pricks from Fox News do the same damn show every morning. It's the Fox Chicago morning show. They put on these gimmicks, these acts, jugglers, line dancers, whatever they can think of. And it's pretty obnoxious, but it's at the same time every morning. So I don't know if everybody's listening from Chicago, but if you're planning an assault on the media, it's probably a good time to do it. They do it at, I think, the corner of Michigan Avenue and, let's see, Lake Street, maybe. Lake in Michigan.
There you go. Bill, we have pests everywhere. We have pests everywhere.
Nationwide.
Just looking for that opportunity. Just
All right,
sitting
it's
and
an
waiting.
obnoxious show.
Awesome.
There's no reason to put it on except that they have nothing else to report on in Chicago, so they just put on these stupid gimmick acts.
Right.
Anybody who's anybody with an act can go on there and just, hey, I got something.
Yeah, I'd like to see an assault on the media in Chicago. That would be nice.
Be some
I'll try to
awful
work on it.
news to
All right.
watch.
All right.
Plate spinners. What plate spinners?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a guy who's going to spin some plates up here on a stick. It's going to be fantastic.
Andy, what's up?
Good morning, gentlemen. How's it going?
All right, Andy.
I would suggest that everybody that wants to do an assault on the media watch that one. It was beautifully diagrammed. If you do it with two people, you always have one person that has to sacrifice their body when the big thug comes.
That's true.
That guy took the guy out with the sign last night, something fierce. I was sitting watching with my wife. I'm laughing my ass off. And my wife just looks at me going, that's not funny.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is certainly funny.
Fucking broads. They don't get it.
They're just anti-fun.
They are. The end, when he's right on top of Bianca with the sign, and the camera starts doing that MTV thing, she kind of looks down to the corner and winces. And then they go to the Sirius story. The whole thing was, the whole story after that was that I guess a big sheet of ice fell off a truck on the Mass Pike and went through some poor lady's windshield and, took her eye out and broke her jaw and all that.
Weird.
So, yeah, exactly.
You're kidding.
No. But, yeah, they should definitely diagram it.
All right.
Have one guy take it, and that's about it.
All right. Yeah.
Have a wonderful day.
All I know is the assaults on the media are getting smarter and better as we move on. So
that sounds like a real topical news story. Ice blowing off a car on the Mass Pike. It's summer.
What the hell's going on?
What are they talking about? Last year?
I have no idea. All right, let's go to New Jersey. Brad, what's going on?
Stinks.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
Hey.
I just heard some disturbing news from Howard this morning already. He claims, first off, that he would never deny anybody a job anywhere he works. Then he has the balls to say that when Sirius management came to him, they said, Opie and Anthony want to work here, Andrew Dice Clay wants to work here, and Howard says he gave a textbook answer by saying, yeah, that's fine, I don't care.
I don't care. Truth of the matter is, we were hired here before he was hired there.
He's just
we had a job here before he was hired at Sirius. So what kind of discussions were going on? We were employed. The deals were done.
First of all, people, he was bitching that another station took his show off the air. So then they got into talking about the little doggy station, and that's one of the things that came up. And, of course, Bubba Bucktooth, he was like, yes, boss, that's right, boss. Totally kissing his ass. Just annoying.
I feel really, really sorry for Bubba the Love Sponge that he had to go and kiss Howard's ass to get back on the radio.
You know something? Thanks a lot, but we've had the experience of working for the same company that Howard works for. It's no treat. Let me tell you that one.
That's why I couldn't believe he said it, and I had to hop on the horn right away and notify you guys.
You think if Bubba thinks it was a bad thing having Clear Channel up his ass as far as content goes and what he's doing on his show, just wait until Stern starts micromanaging his other stations and telling these guys what they should or shouldn't be doing. Oof, what a fucking nightmare that would be. Thank you, no.
Mike in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, that guy before me wanted to... He stole my thunder. I was going to say the same thing, that douchebag Stern came on the air and he was whining and bitching about how he's getting thrown off the air in Columbus, and the program director came on and gave a big spiel about it.
I guess he didn't prepare for a show today again. So it's
well, he just phoned it in. I just wish YSP would throw him off the fucking air down here.
All right, in a matter of time, there, buddy.
All right,
thank you, Rob on Long Island. What's up, Rob?
Yeah, I heard the same damn thing. That hook nose.
He's
awful.
He's a liar. We could have went to either Sirius or XM. We went here.
It is kind of, you know what, though? It is kind of nice to know if we fuck up, we got one more place to go.
This guy, I couldn't believe it. I was going to drive off the road when he said that you guys wanted to go to Sirius. Wait a minute. Last time I checked, you guys been on XM for a year.
No, you know what? We were lucky enough to be able to choose between the two companies, and sorry, but XM is the much better company. So, so stupid us, we decided to go with the better company. For once in our lives, we made a smart decision. We went to the better company. Bobby in Brooklyn. What's up, Bobby?
Hey, what's
Best
up, Mo?
clip
Hey,
ever.
basically the same story. You know, Howard's on there fucking crying this morning. But, I mean...
Well, he cries and bitches when he doesn't have a show to do.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
he goes into that old barrel like, well, I didn't prepare for a show because why should I at this point? So I'll just spend my time bitching about the FCC, bitching about my, what?
You guys gonna throw any parties in New York? I need a good party to go to.
I was just about to give you a really good rant,
That's
sir.
what happens.
All right, why don't we say hi to Jennifer? We got to bring the fun back into the show here. Jennifer in Texas. What's up, Jennifer?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. I wanted to play What's in My Pants.
Whoa!
I like the
Another
sound of this.
You know something? Another game we haven't played in a long time. For some reason, the girls just hadn't been calling in to play Guess What's in My Pants. Jimmy's gone. Look at that. Girl calls out of nowhere to play this game.
Of course.
Jimmy is the cock blocker of this.
I think Jimmy's scaring the girls.
He is absolutely. When girls walk in here and they look at Jimmy, he looks like he could be a problem, is what it is. Like if they
No, I
start
met
taking their
him in
clothes off,
Dallas,
it's going to
and I
end in
had
a rape.
picture with him.
I really don't know why the listeners aren't listening today.
But Jim's the next Birdman at Alcatraz.
Right.
He's a little
Shaves all his hair off.
But he's a nice guy. If you drink a lot, he's nice looking.
So you guys are called listeners. So your number one job is to listen.
To listen. You're not talkers.
You're not talkers.
You're supposed to listen first and then talk.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All right. So why don't we play...
We have the song?
Yeah, we have the song. Bill, you don't know what this is all about?
No, but I like the sound
You
of
could
it.
play along. It's going to be great.
It's a
Song?
real sexy
Song.
voice, too.
Let's start with the song.
Mama,
It's time to play. Hey, guess what's in my pants?
Place the receiver upon your beaver. It's time to play. Hey, guess what's in my pants? It's time to guess what's in my pants. My pants.
Makes it all legitimate, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
When you have a song that starts the whole thing rolling, of course
Plus,
it
it
does.
sounds like it's from the golden age, like the 1950s.
Doesn't it? Like you picked some engineer with a big set of headphones turning big dials to play that song.
People pointing.
Yeah.
You're on.
You're on. Big on-the-air light blinking.
Applause.
It's time to play Hey, Guess What's in My Pants? We're here live.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the ships at sea.
Very good.
A
All right.
dildo. You are correct, sir.
Jennifer, what do you look like, by the way?
I am dirty blonde.
Filthy.
34 double Ds.
Uh-huh.
Are they real?
34
Yeah.
double Ds.
Yeah.
Well, Texas is...
Very small frame.
Yeah, big boobs, small frame.
Texas is known for the breast
Yeah,
implants.
we're known for that.
Are you a petite gal height-wise?
Actually, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
5'3".
5'3".
How much you weigh?
130.
You have Ben Gay on your back?
130. Fat ankles. No? She's got a shape, I would say, the way she talks. And how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. I picture her looking like the old, remember Charlene Tilton? She was petite height-wise, big set of cans, right?
The girl from Swamp
Blonde
Thing?
hair. She was in Dallas, I think.
Man, it's our job to make these girls
I'm only 25. I don't remember Dallas.
sound hotter.
No, I'm just trying to go with the because back in the older days,
Yeah.
Charlene Tilton wasn't that bad.
She had
How about the girl from Swamp
She
Thing?
did, I know, but that's what I'm saying. This girl's probably
You got a little thigh action?
No, actually, I don't.
Well,
no.
There's something slightly wrong with you because
No,
5'3",
everywhere
130.
I gain is in the midsection. So
See, Charlene Tilton.
You got a belly?
No.
Midsection is like, wouldn't that be the...
Do you just go straight
That would
down?
be the belly and the ass and the tits. Yes.
So you got your ass is a little big.
No, I would go more.
Lumpy.
No, actually, it's when I gain in the boobs.
Yeah.
I gain in the stomach.
And,
boy. This
but
game is falling apart.
No, it's still perfect, Opie. Stop. Don't ruin it. We barely got the... When you
The wheels are wobbling.
Yeah, she needs something for her titties to rest on.
No, I'm okay.
It doesn't look like...
25.
Hey, Jennifer, it doesn't look like you were sitting in a gravel driveway, got up, brushed the gravel off, and your ass looks like that, does it?
No.
Okay, good.
You're not going to be featured in cellulite horror stories. Those
No,
magazines
no,
that the guys are trying to check out at the grocery store.
Yeah.
God, are those the best?
The bikini bottoms just hanging off.
They found one lousy, butt, what indentation, I guess.
Little dimple.
On Jessica Simpson, and they had to circle it.
Wow.
And this is the cover of one of these magazines in the supermarket yesterday.
girl.
Going, look what's going on with her
Look
ass.
what's starting.
Dude, this thing was barely noticeable, but they made a big circle and arrow. Guess whose butt this is?
She's throwing up in a mansion somewhere in the United States right now.
Just losing her mind.
Right.
You, Jennifer, do you own a loofah?
No.
Oh, good.
I have
Jesus,
sponge
Anthony.
that you clean
What's
yourself
that?
with.
No,
Turn the
finding pictures of.
Don't turn it off though, Than.
Do what?
All right.
We're
Who
fine.
is that?
That's-
Is that Charlene Tilton? Doesn't look like her. Not in the face.
That's her.
That didn't look like her.
That's definitely her. See the big meaty thigh?
How old is that picture?
Not
She was kind of hot for 5 minutes
Jennifer?
back in 75 or something.
Jennifer,
Yes.
have you had a kid?
No. No way.
That's good.
All right, that'll help. All right, I guess we're going to play Guess What's in My Pants with Jennifer from Texas.
All right, let me explain the rules for those of you
I
that...
understand the rules. But
Well, our listeners, our
It's
other
not
listeners...
about you.
Jennifer, you're a
I know
listener.
it's not about me.
You
Go
must
ahead.
listen.
Silence.
Silencio. Okay, here's the rules for those of you that don't know how to play. We will instruct Jennifer to take her phone.
Do you like saying
She's
that
on
name?
No. Yeah. I write a check out when I say that name. We will instruct
Sorry,
Jennifer.
but it's your ex-wife's name. I'm sorry.
Yeah. To rub the phone on her most intimate of areas in various different ways to try to guess what type of hairstyle she's sporting down there, just based on the sound that comes from the phone. The choices are the basic standard government issue triangle that all the women start out with, the mohawk, which is it's self-explanatory. They shave the sides off, so it's just a mohawk. The Hitler mustache, which is starts off like a mohawk, but then they just shave it down more from the belly button down to the clit area, so it's a little what they call Hitler mustache.
Right.
Looks like a little Hitler mustache down there, which, by the way, looks completely
the name.
ridiculous. Yeah, hence the name Hitler mustache. We tried calling it the Charlie Chaplin, but it's not as funny as the Hitler mustache.
That's right.
And the Hitler mustache, by the way, looks completely ridiculous on girls when they spread their legs apart.
We had an exclamation point in the studio yesterday. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. It was a little...
It was really long.
Yeah,
the
long
Hitler
and
mustache
dot.
looks like that thing Stevie Ray Vaughan had underneath his bottom
Yeah,
lip.
just a little thing. Kind of hangs out there. When girls spread their legs and they have that there, it looks silly.
We could
It's
change
like they
it.
missed.
We could change it to the soul patch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
The
that's
soul
called.
patch.
A little soul patch.
It
Yeah.
was just such a great reference.
Hitler.
Yeah.
He barely gets any mentions these days, so we call it the Hitler mustache. And, of course,
He really fell off, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did. His
Flash
popularity.
in the pan.
Then there's the what we call the wood floor, which is completely clean-shaved wood floor, or it's also been known to be called on this program the Jean-Benet Ramsey. We like to call it the.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
Just because we can.
We
Bill.
can
What
now
can I
call
tell
it
ya?
the Bill Burr disgusted look on his face.
I know, you know what I always say? Opie always feels bad. He always, I'm sorry.
What
know,
can I
it's
tell you,
just-
Bill?
I love it. It's better than what Jimmy called it. He called it Connor Peterson's armpit. That's why he has cockroaches. It's all karma. Jennifer,
Yes?
of course, as we are guessing, the worst thing you could possibly do is give us any clues or hints by saying no or yes or
No
something
way.
stupid like that. So you must remain silent until we ask you what indeed you do
Are you
have down
naked?
your pants.
I got my underwear down to my ankles
Where are you?
at my apartment.
What kind of underwear?
I guess they're regular, not
Thong,
like old
full
lady
back.
underwear, but like briefs, I guess.
Briefs?
Well, I don't know. It's not like thong. I don't know what it's called.
You wear big underwear down there in Texas?
No.
This is like when you're trying to have phone sex with a girl, right? And you're already rolling your eyes as your dick is starting
Regular
to slowly go down. What are you wearing? I don't know, underwear, just standard issue.
Just underwear. Got it at the Walmart in an 8-pack. There's nothing sexy coming out of Walmart.
3 for $20.
And his mom would buy the 5-pack with the guy in the front.
All right, well, the wheels are falling off, so let's start the game.
All right, Jennifer, if you would take the phone now, rub it in an up and down fashion a few times.
Okay.
All right, listen.
Okay.
All right. Now, if we could have the side-to-side rub.
Okay.
Could you do that a little slower, side-to-side, like 5 times?
Okay.
This is important.
All right.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Now in the most important circular fashion.
Okay.
Barely hear it.
Is that?
Are you pushing hard enough? Push kind of hard on the phone and rub in a circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, to the ladies, when we ask for the circular motion, you got to do it like you're making a crop circle. You got to really get in there. And
I was.
Yeah. I think I got it. I think I know. Okay, who wants to guess first?
I'm going to go with the landing strip. Whatever
You're going with the landing strip, the mohawk?
Yeah.
There's something going on there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the... there's a 5 o'clock shadow thing happening there, though.
You think?
Yeah, that's the problem with this game. I'm going to go with Hitler mustache.
Hitler mustache? I am agreeing with Bill over there. I think I heard, especially in the circular, what sounded like... There's a certain sound, almost like like you said, like a 5 o'clock shadow. But then it was this little
wispy
thud thing that happened, a little wispy thud every time she went around. And I also heard it at the top and the bottom of her rotation, which means it's not a Hitler mustache. You'd only hear it on one side of the rotation.
Wow.
So I
got
think
good ears, huh?
I think what I'm hearing is a mohawk. Anyone else? Van, you like to join in since you're sitting there?
I'm sorry, with your impeccable reasoning, I have to stick with the landing strip.
Landing strip also? Which would be the mohawk?
Okay.
Mohawk.
Okay.
Jennifer, if you would, at this time, please tell us what you have in your pants.
You all suck. I have a finely groomed regular triangle.
Damn it, you know what? That was going to be my first
triangle.
answer.
It's just a regular groomed triangle.
That's what I heard, the 5 o'clock shadow.
Stuff.
Wow.
Damn it.
We all sucked out on that one.
Yeah.
I must have been in a triangle.
You should have knew you were wrong if you were going with what I was saying.
No, it was, believe me, it wasn't based on what you said. It's based on my own reasoning, which sucked. I must have just heard the, boy, what were you doing, rotating it up to your thighs and back? I heard something.
I heard that too, but I thought it was just like a 5 o'clock shadow thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just what you're supposed to.
We don't get many triangles, so that's good to throw that in there as a
Very
little
good.
goof.
You
but
tricked
it's
us.
not the Earth Mama Muff. It's just the regular, finely groomed triangle.
We understand, Jennifer. Jennifer
All right.
from Texas, thanks for playing Guess What's in My Pants.
It's time to play. It's time to play. It's time to play. Hey, guess what's in my pants? Sweet.
Place the receiver upon your beaver. Yes. It's time to play. Hey, guess what's in my pants? It's time to guess what's in my pants. My pants.
Like sand through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony program.
and they wonder why no one goes anymore.
Bill Burr in studio.
That's awful.
His HBO comedy special is on tomorrow night. Make sure you check
midnight.
out at midnight.
That's right.
Make sure you check out Bill Burr on HBO. I got HBO on demand, so I can watch it like a million times after it airs. I'm very, very happy.
Gonna
about
hold
that.
you to that.
I love the on-demand thing. Can't get enough of it.
That's what that's the future. The future. I want him to get to that point where any movie you want to see is available on demand through your cable provider or something, where you could just, you pop it in and it's there.
Yeah, what are we waiting for?
That's going to be soon, and that's why you just stop buying DVDs.
Yeah.
That's going to be like your cassette tapes that I still have.
All the VCR tapes.
Just piling up.
And audio cassettes. Just useless magnetic tape.
It's funny you say that because I've been unpacking a bunch of CDs lately, and I'm going, this is a waste. Why do I have CDs?
Don't even need those anymore.
Why would you have CDs anymore?
I've noticed that at college.
With the iPods and the MP3s. And
when I go to sell my CD afterwards, they go, is that a DVD? You're like, no, it's a CD. Like, literally, 3 months ago, all of a sudden, it's like, I have an 8-track.
Yeah. What is this?
I have a record.
A record. I have some hot wax here for you kids.
A lot of our stuff is now available on Audible.com. So the kids just go there, download the shows.
Yeah.
We're going to have, best of...
It's perfect. So even when the iPod is over, the next thing comes, you just fucking throw that out.
Yeah, just throw it away. We're getting to the point where you really everything will be available digitally, and you won't need the hard copies of this way to transfer it from what it is, music or DVD, to the viewing source,
right?
Your television or stereo or whatever the hell you're doing. It's just delivered digitally, and that's it, right from the provider to what you have to watch it on.
Yeah.
It's getting close to that. I was reading a Popular Mechanics the other day, Opie. That's where I get a lot of my information from. And I like when they look back, they take a look back 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago, and show what Popular Mechanics was featuring. And they showed 30 years ago or something, they had a cable. They showed cable television. And they had this smiling family around their old colored television set with one of those boxes that were connected with the cable, with the wire that your drunk friends used to trip over, and they would fling off your coffee table like a weapon across the room. And there were 33 channels on that box, and they were crowing about it. And then Popular Mechanics predicted that in the future we could have up to 100 channels available. Amazing, isn't it? What they were thinking back then?
God,
That's right.
He reads Popular Mechanic magazine, and I'm reading Us Weekly.
It is the best for the bowl.
I read People magazine on the plane.
People magazine,
I was saying it's like watching TV. You don't even have to think. You finish the crossword, you feel like a fucking genius.
You know what it is?
It's starred with Alan Alda in MASH, pictured in the corner. That isn't easy enough. I still can never finish the fucking thing because there's always some sort of co-starred with Bob Denver on Far Out Space Nuts. You're like, fuck!
That's the only one I need.
Yeah, can't get that one.
Right.
God damn it.
So
That
true. Is really bad.
Dude, speaking of all the record things, when did all of a sudden I noticed I had to buy a fancy shirt here to go do my TV thing? Every fucking clothing store you go into now, they have a DJ in there, and he's spinning stuff
spinning at the clothing store.
Yeah.
Go in there 11 in the morning, and they're playing this raunchy stuff. The F word's just flying.
What store are you going to?
I was on Melrose Avenue. They were playing.
Yeah.
He had the Outkast CD, the Andre 3000 one. There was some girl talking about whether she was a whore or not. I don't know, it was. But,
could have been any record.
But I wanted some dick. Saying shit like that, and you're walking in there that's what I'm going to buy a shirt. Maybe I'll get the pants too, man. This is infectious. I swear to I'm really going to sound like an old person here, but it's like the whole thing now. It's just this whole big hype of fucking nothing. Like, I watched, the VMAs, and it's like if half those whores could sing, they could put some fucking clothes on. They have they're running through showers. They lowering them from the ceiling. There's synchronized midgets dancing. It's like, you're not fooling me. You can't fucking sing.
Right.
Kelly Clarkson sounded like a drunk whore at karaoke. Just screeching this fucking song with her ass crack hanging out.
It's true.
Yep. They hype nothing.
It's so true, and we could seg into the Britney Spears thing. She just took herself out of the game. She officially had her stupid kid.
She's done.
It's over.
Announced her retirement.
And now it's your retirement, yeah. You're known as a sex symbol, so what do? You go and wreck your body.
Not only did she get pregnant, and from what I heard in things like People magazine, she tacked on a lot of pounds, extra pounds that even other pregnant women don't put on this much weight, and she got a C-section.
It'd be bad enough if she delivered it the normal way and blew out her pussy.
Right. blew out.
But at least you could...
blew out her...
But you could at least, like... You'd forget after a while if she got in shape, but now it's just like...
New name for whack bag.
Yeah. Blew out her pussy.
Blown out pussy.
Blown out pussy.
Blew it out. But the C-section...
A.K.A. Mothers of America.
Yep.
C-section, yes, Anthony.
She gets the C-section, which now, I know there are a lot of ladies out there that have gotten the C-section. It is one of the sacrifices you have made in your life to have a child, but there is no way you're going to convince anybody that it is sexy, that it looks good.
But they do it right along the bikini line, That's
No,
what
they don't. They always got to yank him up like an old man.
Right, exactly.
You're not, you got to have the one piece. She has to wear the one piece now because the paparazzi, they're just waiting for it to stretch and that scar to come up.
Right.
So they can circle it.
Exactly. How hot is it when a girl wears those little boy short bikini bottoms and they're pulled down to where you're just starting to see where the hair would be?
Well, the latest fad is
when they grow up.
The latest fad is sweatpants rolled down.
Right.
Rolled
That's
down
another
a
one.
few times.
Right down to the pubic mound.
Oh, yeah.
Right down to it.
And they're not doing it for us either. I love when they say that shit. I don't dress like that. I do it for myself. Makes me feel good.
I feel good.
So what? Brittany's gonna go back on stage in a one piece now.
Tits mushed together.
And we're all gonna go to the concerts to listen to her talent now.
Listen to her lip sync.
Stop.
Because that's what she does live. She lip syncs. And the only reason people were going was because she got in a bathtub. I saw it. She had some Showtime thing or whatever it was.
I watched the entire thing.
Oh my God! She gets in a bathtub. She's wearing this skin tight bikini thing, and the bikini is the color of her skin, so it looks like she's naked. They should have just Sharpied in some pubes on that thing and some nipples, because it looked like she was nude. And she's in this bathtub, and then she has fake sex with a big black guy on a bed that comes flying out from the ceiling. Nothing to do with her singing. Nothing. I was watching it with the sound turned down. You didn't even need to hear this this crap.
With my cock in my hand.
My cock in my fucking hand, this broad is fucking a black guy. Oh! She's doing what amounts to a live sex show.
I want to congratulate Christina Aguilera. She officially wins.
You win.
Yes,
you win.
She won what we call the Tiffany... oh, shit! I wish I could remember her fucking name.
Tiffany and
Debbie Gibson.
Debbie Gibson.
Open. Yes. Remember that one? Remember that battle? They were like, who's going to last longer, Tiffany or Debbie Gibson?
That was a much more evenly matched.
Was it, you think?
Yeah.
They were both slobs.
Well, Debbie Gibson, I think, went a little further than Tiffany did. She went to Broadway.
Oh, I thought you meant Playboy, but they
No,
both did
they both
right?
wound up taking their clothes off long after anyone wanted to see them.
Oh, man, Brittany's people must have been...
They always do that.
Brittany's people must have been just thinking, what the fuck are you doing?
No.
Top of your career, you're fucking up your body.
Soon to be out of work, people. You're going to have no job.
I like when women always complain about there are so many they exploit us for our bodies, and the second any one of them make it, they do the fucking whore spread.
Yeah.
And the very least, Rolling Stone. Remember Jennifer Aniston, 2 fingers over her nipples, ass crack hanging out.
That's it. Ass. She was laying down on her stomach. I remember that shot.
It was
her
very
legs
tasteful.
Up in the air.
It was very tasteful.
Ass shot showing.
Spooge just falling on those pages all across the country.
I like the ones that during their early 20s, they're popular. They do nothing. They just show no skin whatsoever, and they fall off the map. They become has-beens. Maybe they get picked up on some reality show. They're now in their 40s and decide, just as a freeing experience, I decided to do Playboy.
Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, there's a perfect example.
52, and she finally
No
decides to take it
then
off.
Oprah will come on and actually say that it's hot. I think it's hot.
Yeah.
This is
50's
great.
hot.
Hey,
50's
you look
hot.
better now than you ever have, girlfriend.
That's right.
No,
Farrah,
you don't.
Thanks for throwing us a bone.
Yeah.
Jesus. 52 or something like that. She finally decided.
But I'll tell you, if you're gonna bang a 52-year-old.
Yeah, you want to go with the Farrah?
Oh yeah.
What about Elle McPherson in the paper today? 42 years old.
Yeah, 42. They showed her on the beach. Looks amazing. 42. Amazing.
Absolutely.
That's
Tell you,
genetically.
man, if you got the personal chef, that's the thing.
That's what it is. The personal chef.
Yeah, they just stick in front of you as you just eat it, and then you're not hungry. Then
I have
McDonald's voice goes
I got
away.
The personal chef.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Comes to my house.
Anthony's a fancy person.
Comes to my house and cooks for the week. And everything
in
is
little Tupperwares.
Everything is in little Tupperwares, all labeled what it is. I just gotta go. I throw it in the oven. I don't microwave it, mind you. It's
Stanley
kind of a funny
Kubrick
taste.
scene. An all-white room. Just slides out of the wall from
a long push-in shot to the oven.
Yeah.
Through this long cavernous kitchen.
Some classical music playing in the background of some whore fingers herself by a cupboard.
As I'm opening my pristine Tupperware.
Latex gloves on.
Oh, is that perfect? You've completely gotten me down. That's it.
Hey, moving backwards a little bit. Back to technology.
Yes. Well, this is what kind of started us on the whole thing.
I got the September 16th issue of Entertainment Weekly. Just trying to keep
That's
up.
That's a hot
on,
issue.
Trying to keep up on pop culture. You know how it is, right?
And you don't have it wrapped in plastic.
And I'm leafing through this thing like this, checking out the pages. No big deal. Moving along, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm by myself. It's kind of nighttime, so it's starting to get a little creepy.
A little creepy at night?
Everything gets a little creepier as the sun goes down. And I'm sitting there reading the magazine, and I turn the page and listen what happened. Yeah, exactly. Listen what happened.
My name is Earl. Do good things and good things happen to you. Do bad things and it'll come back to haunt you. I'm talking about karma. My name is Earl.
Dudes, I jumped. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is the magazine talking to me?
That could shake you
Have
up
you
in
guys
a quiet
seen this
room.
yet? Has anyone else seen these things yet? Because this is a new trend. This isn't one of those things like, hey, let's try this. It's working, and now your magazines are going to be talking to you.
Oh, it's perfect. You don't have to read. They just turn it into mush.
Imagine you just have it set up where you turn the page, and it just will read to you now. The entire page will be read to you. Nothing written on it. Just
I'm
pictures.
going to tell you right now, violence in airports is going to increase. It's already bad enough you have douchebags talking too loud on their cell phones.
On their fucking cell phones.
Ugh.
But I turned the page. Obviously, it's an ad for this new show, Earl.
Yeah.
But as you turn the page, it trips a switch or whatever.
It's a good idea for the show.
And
My name is Earl. Do good things and good things happen to you. Do bad things and it'll come back to haunt you. I'm talking about karma. My name is Earl.
I'm amazed.
Just by turning the page.
And I'll tell you, that's all I need to know. I'm watching that show.
That's it. Now I'm tuning in. They have
But they should have a warning on the front page of the front cover of the magazine that the thing's going to talk to you.
In a quiet room when you're not
'cause it scared the
expecting any
shit out of
noise,
me.
that'll scare you. All of a sudden, something starts talking. The Jennifer Aniston picture with her ass.
Wow.
Yeah, remember that one? The cover of Rolling Stone, right on the cover. She
Let me
got
see.
her ass just a little,
Wow.
out of focus a little bit. That is a very hot picture, by the way.
That is really hot.
You're gonna spank that hiney.
I'm starting to think she's hotter than.
That's going back a couple of years.
I wouldn't hook up with anybody who fucked Billy Bob Thornton. And I'll tell you, I called Pamela Anderson, too. I remember that. So I said I wouldn't fuck anybody who fucked Tommy Lee. And what did she get? Hepatitis.
The hep.
The hep.
Yep.
She's got something going on, though, because she just hangs out with all her old boyfriends. All of them. Recently, she was with Tommy Lee, and there were rumors that she was going to marry him again in Vegas.
Kid Rock.
And then there was a picture of her with Kid Rock very recently.
Mm-hmm.
And then she married her dogs in Malibu with her old boyfriend that was the surfer. All within like a week.
Yeah.
She just jumps around from ex-boyfriend to ex-boyfriend. Yeah. And they're all fine with it for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Probably all have the hep.
She must be a great lay. But there it is.
They've put commercials in magazines. You had your advertising, which you could, you just thumb through. Now there's just audio commercials in magazines.
My name.
Yeah.
My name is Earl.
I bet Drew Boogie could play that, make it sound good.
Wait, you got one in Rolling Stone too?
No way.
Holy,
a little bit slightly different. Give it up.
Is that Jack Osborne?
Don't nuts, man.
It goes.
When something we can't
swore I was done hunting for good. Supernatural, the WB, Tuesdays this fall.
WB.
Holy shit. That lights up, too, huh?
Yeah, the
There's
headlights
lights
light up.
on
Now,
it.
that would have scared the shit out of you.
Headlights
Opie.
on the car light up.
That is so weird. Like,
thank God you got the comedy. If you actually got the scary one.
Am I late to the party? When did this start? Did this just start like this
has
week
to
or
be
this
new.
month? It must have.
Years ago, that would have taken an entire room of equipment to get a sound like that. Now it's in a magazine.
So there's one in the latest Rolling Stone magazine.
Those little chips were the size of a freight car.
Let's say hi to Sammy and Queen. Sammy!
Hey, Opie, Aunt Bill, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Listen, that same shit happened to me at Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah.
Then I opened last night. I'm watching the Yankees. I get my new Rolling Stone. That supernatural shit with the headlights looking at me.
Yeah, Ben just played that for us. That was pretty creepy.
Yeah, but but this started about a couple of years ago with The Sopranos.
Really?
I had opened a magazine, Rolling Stone or something, and then all of a sudden the theme song came on, loud. And it just scares the hell out of you.
Well, now that they got the technology, obviously someone figured it out,
Cheaper.
where it's just a slightly thicker page of paper. That's all it is.
Right, right.
Yeah,
It's like maybe the size of 5 pieces of paper.
I hate to use this word, but where is the mechanism?
Yeah, where is the mechanism?
You know what it is? It's a little battery, I think, inside that thick paper.
Open it up.
Oh, my God.
There it is.
It's a cyborg! Ah!
Look at it. It's got. That is a little archaic. I thought it was smaller than that.
Yeah.
There's a printed circuit board. There's 2 wire leads leading to a speaker.
A little speaker.
And then there's
He just
a chip.
contaminated the room.
What are those batteries on there? 3 batteries?
Yeah, but Opie.
A mechanical switch.
Yeah.
Let me see
In the
that thing.
same magazine,
Jesus.
there was a DVD for the new Chris Rock show at the beginning, right?
Yeah, I saw that too.
So I thought the Earl thing was also a DVD.
Okay.
And that's what scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that is so weird.
That's just sick. It's just sick.
It's a little big.
It's still a little big, but
It's a little big. They got to get that technology a little better.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, this is like the inside of a transistor radio.
Yeah, if you're putting out a magazine and you need a soldering iron, it's a little big.
But you know how this goes. That's the start of it, and they'll figure out how to make that smaller immediately. But still, the point I'm making, it's not that thick, that section of the magazine that pulls that off for the new show, Earl, or whatever it is.
No, they're going for a new level of, like, irritating things.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you guys earlier, that it's like the third time someone approached me. They're like, you want to have, like, part of your act be like a cell phone ring? You know,
a ringtone,
comedians be like cell phone rings.
Yeah.
There's no quicker way to become, like, overexposed and fucking irritating.
Burn out your shit.
Yeah,
and
you might be a redneck here.
Oh.
You might be a redneck
Hold
here.
on, my phone's ringing.
Ringtones.
And they're not going to stop. They're not going to have a law or something. The magazine's going to be filled with these things. You're going to have at least 10 in each magazine.
Every time you turn the page, one's still going to be yapping. The next page is going to start talking over it.
Yeah, because now
It's going to sound like a big loud conversation going on.
It's obviously a great idea. It's a brand new idea. We're talking about it. You got to think all these ad agencies are jumping on the bandwagon.
Mhm.
You know, trying to get.
Well, does it make you want to watch the show?
No, it made me want to throw the magazine at the TV.
All right, we're doing a little marketing research here.
Yes. Well, you know what? They're just squeezing in advertising everywhere for everything, like we were saying about the movie theater. You used to go to the movies and you'd see the previews and then the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's loaded with the same commercials that you see at home on television. And it started out they would just play one a few years back. Now you sit there and have to sit through a shitload of regular, Coca-Cola commercial. There it is. And people aren't going to the movies as much.
Well, I don't even, when it says start time 4:10 or whatever,
yeah,
I don't show up till at least 4:10, 4:15, and then buy my ticket.
Yeah, you don't have to.
But
then you get a shitty seat.
Well, but some of these theaters are starting to they're starting to print the time the actual movie starts, so you can blow off all the nonsense in the beginning.
How about they just blow off all the nonsense?
Well, then they're not going to blow off the nonsense. I'll tell you what's going to be the next step.
Oh, why? Because they need the money? Because $10 for a ticket isn't enough?
I'll tell you what the next step is, Anthony.
Higher.
There will be a commercial in the middle of a movie.
Oh,
I guarantee it.
No way. Yes, that's crazy talk.
Now you're talking insane.
I
What do you?
guarantee it.
Could you imagine that? You're watching a movie, all of a sudden it just fades out and a commercial starts. I'd lose my fucking mind.
How soon would they go interview like Woody Allen? This is my second Woody Allen fucking reference of the day.
Yes, it is.
He's like, you know, he's always like bitching when they colorize film.
Yeah.
Forget about it, man. He'd be fucking all over that.
Just cutting. It fades out at a dramatic moment, and a commercial pops in the theater. There'd be a riot.
Let's say hi to Sue in Jersey. Sue, what's up?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Pretty good, Sue.
Hi.
Listen, Opie, I'm surprised you didn't see this thing last week. It was in Us Weekly.
Us Weekly had one, too?
Yeah, the WB one with the scary car.
I swear, I just got turned on to this only a couple days ago. I had no idea. And this is going to be in. This thing is going to be in every magazine, and they're going to have a bunch of them.
Oh, it's totally obnoxious. But you know where it came from? And do you remember greeting cards used to sing happy birthday to you?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Remember those, but, you know, it's a greeting card.
That flopped.
You could choose it.
Here it is.
Well, the weird thing is I wasn't prepared for that, so it kind of made me jump a little bit. Like, what the fuck is this?
I was driving my car. I just picked up the mail and opened the thing, and it started playing.
Oh, really?
And I almost had an accident. It was it's actually a great idea.
It really is a good idea. There's not a lot of great ideas out there these days, but that one's a huge one. All
anyway,
right. Thank you,
you guys
Sue.
suck.
All right.
You know what else is really bad? When you buy a DVD, you buy it. It's yours to possess. And they put previews to other movies on the DVD, and you try to hit the menu button
and
just
to
skip
right?
it, and it gives you that round circle slash.
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed. No, you're watching this.
And I hear they try to guess, like, well, if you were going to watch this movie, maybe you're into this stuff.
Yeah. If he bought this thing, of course he's going to like these previews.
I've had that in some porn. And it's just like, wow, this is the fucking road I'm going down? Is this the next step?
That is really funny. Yeah. If you're watching
blasting
this,
some girl in the mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like,
if you're watching this, let me show you your future.
You're going to like Ass
this
Masters
next clip
10.
won't be horrifying 6 weeks from now.
Right.
God, I wish that was just a joke.
All right, well, so that's going on today. And they're taking over the magazines. Fox News, yeah, we should do this. Hurricane Ophelia has hit land, I guess, or kind of hit land. Wow, who's the fatty on TV?
Is this that fat show?
I know I look good.
I look good.
Tickets available for this
Tickets are still available, and they're $50 at the door.
Stop.
Come on down. See
Wow, that is a fullback.
Is that the Monique show?
No, it's just the news still.
Wow, look at the cottage cheese on that thigh.
Well, I guess it's Fashion Week here in New York City, and of course, I'm sure they're doing a big girl.
Look at her doing the
fashion show.
I'm going to win a beauty pageant wave.
Oh, let me hear her. She's got to say something stupid.
Well, I don't know.
Draw the line, Jody.
Okay.
Soretta Barrington from Harlem, New York. She's an aspiring actress, and she just graduated from
Inspiring
Manhattan College,
actress?
Marymount Manhattan College. And we welcome
Meaning she's a
everybody
waitress.
here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Full-figure women are really making a landmark in the industry.
You're seeing a lot
every
more
time they walk,
advertising
they
these
mark the
days
land.
of so-called real women. These are fuller-figured women.
Yes.
It's a
Full-figured
I'm
beauty
sick of these
pageant.
fucking people who want to be in entertainment. They don't want to work out. Go to the gym like the rest of us, you assholes.
But today,
You
the
can't
average woman is
do
about
this.
100%
Yeah, you can't be this fat.
And that
You're not going to be a
there
lead.
is the lovely Miss Melissa Bartholomew. She's getting
They're
married.
brilliant,
December
though,
29th.
because they're a bunch of fatties, but they made them sound like they're hot by calling them full-figured
Yes, we have
women.
Gilda Jefferson from the Bronx. She's a caterer, can cook. And
right.
attends
Life
college in
expectancy
New
of 38
Rochelle.
years.
Isn't this a variety of lovely
Catering or
full-figured
cook.
women?
Isn't this a variety of lovely, full-figured women?
Yeah. If you have grandmother arms in your 20s, you should not be on television.
Only chubby chasers, only fatty chasers are attracted to these women. They make it sound like they're walking down the street, and if they're dressed nicely, and they look like any guy is going to look and go, that's hot. No. Only guys that enjoy freakishly fat women are going to be attracted to these women. That's it.
Only guys want to fuck your obliques.
Tight. Nice.
That's what's into that.
Let's get into Hurricane Ophelia. It's wreaking something off the coast of North Carolina this morning.
Wreaking something? Maybe.
Well, after Hurricane Katrina, I
Who
mean,
really
stop.
cares?
Yeah,
Right.
Katrina redefined havoc.
But Hurricane Katrina got everyone's attention, so of course these news channels, any hurricane now is going to get a lot of exposure.
Yeah, they send their reporters, and they've been standing in the wind.
I think that they're one of the main reasons why we weren't prepared for Katrina. The
The reporters?
Yeah, the last 5 years, like, weather became, like, ratings, so anytime it's going to be, like, 6 inches of snow,
Yeah.
they make it seem like the apocalypse. And
Yeah,
then,
trying
and
to
then,
prepare
yeah,
the
then it
people.
just dries up.
The-
Some people are like, yeah. I mean, how many times
I
they
heard
say
this before.
the eye of the storm is coming right at us? No, it isn't.
And then, it made a last-minute turn.
It's always a last-minute thing.
It makes
that
this
happens.
last-minute turn. It is barreling directly toward this city. It's right at the last minute. I don't know what happened there, but it made a little turn, and thank goodness for that, because these people are...
This one was a tricky one. We all got fooled on this.
Yeah, that's another thing they do. I was watching the radar the whole time, and last minute, what do I know?
You got like 6 weeks worth of beef jerky in your freezer. Now what am I going to do?
But they send their reporters down there to stand in the wind and make it sound horrific. But after Katrina,
Yeah, we got some of that audio. Listen to this lady in the middle of the wind.
Patty Ann, thank you. Watching these live pictures now off the coast of Wrightsville Beach in North Carolina, the conditions there are deteriorating today.
I love saying that.
And especially so over the past 3 hours. Jamie Colby is on the scene there for us. She filed this report a few moments ago about conditions that she is hearing and seeing and feeling there in Wrightsville.
I'm honestly not sure how much longer we're going to be able to come down here.
Yeah, sure. She's not sure how long she could last there. Okay, right.
She sounds...
It sounded really dramatic. I can't believe
trouble.
Can't believe you cut it off.
I know.
All right, hold on.
Riveting.
I'll go back slightly here.
She sounds in trouble.
She sounds in trouble.
For how much longer we're going to be able to come down here this close to the shore as Hurricane Ophelia makes her way to the Carolina coast, and it is stretching along the entire coast of North and South Carolina. Everybody being warned to stay inside and stay off the roads. We've already had 10 inches of rain. We may get a foot or more just today as Ophelia makes her way. She's expected to cause effects here of heavy rain and flooding for some 24 hours. Forgive the glasses, guys, but I gotta tell you, it's bad enough to eat sand. It really hurts when it hits your eyes, and it's also...
Oh, boy, is she informing everybody.
I didn't realize that.
Forgive the glasses, guys.
I was going to go downstairs, try to find some sand, and throw it into my eyeballs, but after hearing that report, I'm going to think about that
Thank
for a
God.
little
I thought
while.
it only hurt when it hit your skin.
Right, but your
Your eyes
eyeballs
were immune to that. So I've had shit bounce off my eyes my whole life. And
Yeah.
I guess when it's really small like that, granular,
could hurt more.
that's when it gets in there.
Yeah.
Guys, but I gotta tell you, it's bad enough to eat sand. It really hurts when it hits your eyes, and it's also hitting me and blowing me all over the place. As the winds picked up, we have felt 70-mile-per-hour winds. We're expecting to get as much as 80 in the next hour as the eye of Hurricane Ophelia makes her way. No telling exactly where it'll make landfall, but here in Wrightsville Beach, we're definitely going to feel the strongest impact, the strongest that we've certainly felt today. And throughout the day, these heavy winds, heavy rains, we've had even hail. As the winds continue to pick up, there's been flying debris, some bridge closings, and lots of electricity out, including in our hotel. That temporarily restored, which is a good thing because getting stuck in the elevator once a day is more than enough.
You had a blackout for a couple of minutes.
Here. Back to you guys.
I probably think she's going to get an award.
Yeah.
I'm getting a story.
This is me. I'm getting this award. The power went out in our hotel temporarily. Good thing.
Yeah, wow, she got caught in an elevator. That's just like being caught in an attic.
Wow, that's bodies.
Wondering if the water's ever going to, stop rising.
Right.
Same thing.
Bodies floating down the street and looting and, yeah, sure. Same thing.
And you hear all the exaggerating. It's like 6 inches could get up to another foot.
Right.
That's a big gray area.
Just today,
It really
it
is.
could.
It could.
Probably won't.
But it could. Buildings could tip over.
Chuck from Ohio makes a good point. Chuck?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
It's Chuck from Ohio here.
Yep.
They name these hurricanes in alphabetical order, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
The last one was Katrina. Now we're on Ophelia. What the hell happened to L, M, and N?
Yeah, what happened to L, M, and N?
Did they not rate up there? Or?
They didn't rate.
They just
Well,
were,
how about that?
They were just hurricanes
Thanks, guys.
in the middle of the
Punch it
ocean that did nothing.
Right. There was Hurricane Nate, was N, right?
Yeah.
Nate.
I thought they were all
I called
out
it
of
Hurricane Than, though. That's what I called it. What was the other one? What was L?
I don't even know. We could go to the official hurricane website.
Not that important.
Mike in New York, what's up? Mikey!
Hey.
What's up?
Opie.
Hey.
It's amazing. They can't make a hurricane sound bad enough to scare people these days because every marginal storm merits this kind of news coverage, you know?
Exactly.
To scare people out of New Orleans for Katrina, they'd have to have been like, holy shit! You know what I mean? What are they going to have to do these days to get people to evacuate their homes?
Who was saying this? Was it Bill? Like before
What's
the
that?
show about Ophelia is kind of like the opening band or the band.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the opening band going on after the Stones or something like that.
Yeah, after the headliner. The headline's already gone up and killed. That was Katrina.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? We got one more storm for you. Come on, you guys.
Right.
Come on, stick around. We got to
keep it going.
Stick around.
Next storm comes through.
Yeah,
you're trying to sell. Yeah, you're trying to sell another band on the stage after the Rolling Stones.
Yeah. Come on, guys, give her a chance.
Come on, give Great White a chance. Come on.
All right, boys.
All right, very nice. Seth, what's up?
Hey, guys. Love you guys. Burr, you're awesome. Hey, you guys are mistaken. It's not Hurricane Katrina. It's Hurricane Karina.
Yeah, did you hear the president's wife?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh,
On
my
your
God.
show. That's where I go for all my news.
Well, Bill was too busy being a huge star in L.A. He missed the show yesterday, so we're going to have to play that clip for him. We have, Laura Bush mispronouncing Hurricane Katrina. We're trying to find that clip. Before that, we have another very short clip on Hurricane Ophelia.
How do you fuck that up?
I don't know.
I can say not knowing, like, the latest, hit band or whatever in your 50s, but I mean...
That was on the news every minute of the day for days and days and days.
That stuff used to just piss me off when I would see it happen, and now I just laugh.
The worst hurricane to hit the country. It was all over the place, and she couldn't figure it out.
You know what's funny? I saw a picture of, Bush getting debriefed and all that. Kanye was like, George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Yeah.
I saw the vice president, Dick Cheney. He doesn't look like he gives a shit about anything.
Any people.
Yeah, he's just sitting there like, oh, God,
He's like the grumpy old bastard, just wants out of office. Just leave me alone.
No, I think he's the evil genius.
You think he enjoys his job? Yeah?
He just, that guy is frightening.
Just looks miserable all the time.
He's doing someone a favor by sitting in that seat. He's getting something for that in the end. Well, here's the president's wife. Listen to this, Bill.
Because of Hurricane Karina are starting to school this week. And I also want to encourage anybody who is affected by Hurricane Karina to make sure their children...
That would be nobody.
Twice.
Nobody was affected by Hurricane Karina.
She said it twice.
Maybe this is bad. It's like one of the victims' names. That sounds like a black girl's name.
Karina.
Sorry.
All right.
Hurricane Karina.
And then we got Drew from North Carolina sent this in about Hurricane Ophelia. I guess the local news down there.
Hurricane Ophelia arrives in North Carolina acting more like a slowy cane because she's going to be around a while.
A slowy cane?
He did not say a slowy cane. What the fuck does that mean?
He even knew that joke sucked. If you listen to him, he's trying to blow through it like, I don't think this is funny. Just say it. It's going to work. He's just trying to run to the next thing.
Slowy cane. All right, knock it off.
They should have had a guy with that trumpet right out there in the rain, just blowing that in his ear.
I got to hear that again.
Hurricane Ophelia arrives in North Carolina acting more like a slowy cane because she's going to be around a while.
Hey now!
Hey, get this, people. Slowy cane.
Ooh. You need that banjo strumming.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense as far as a play on words.
Well, no, it just
Hurry.
hit me.
Huh.
Hurricane.
Hurry.
Hurry.
Hurry to run.
Slowy.
Yeah. All right.
Hurry. I just got it when he said it. For some reason, it clicked. When I heard it earlier, I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
So, you know, it'd be better if it really didn't, just completely made no sense, that you just fucking scream it. With just such energy that people buy it. Hurricane more like a meatloaf cane. He's got this fucking wacky vibe, and people say, oh, These kids today, they're crazy. I don't even know what they're talking about.
You're a meatloaf cane. That's great. Don't know what he meant.
All right, well, it's a slowy cane.
That guy sounded like he was having more fun than I've had in weeks.
He was the energy he put into that. He was waiting hours to say that.
Sport coat just blowing in the wind.
Look, I got a great line.
It's his big
Slowy
day.
cane.
It's his big day.
Hurricane Ophelia arrives in North Carolina acting more like a slowy cane because she's going to be around a while.
Do you think he went more like and kind of looked at the camera?
I think he leaned forward.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
put on your funny hats, people, because here it comes.
Here comes the funny.
Oh, that's like, you ever see Andy Kindler do that? Like mocking bad comedy, he like leans forward when he does the punchline.
Yeah.
Slowy cane.
Slowy canes.
Jesus, what is the fucking benchmark for comedy in the weather room?
I don't know. Oh, we found the Celine Dion clip for Bill Burr. This is one of the funniest things we've heard in a while.
Yeah, if you missed this the other day, it's Celine losing her mind on Larry King. Here's another person, she don't speaky too good English. She's on her high horse, a lot of money. I don't think she really knows a lot about reality.
This is Celine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she's commenting on the hurricane and the poor people. And
yeah, listen to that.
As Larry King just sits there and says nothing.
Yeah, listen to what she had to say.
Some people are stealing and they're making a big deal out of it. Oh, they're stealing 20 pair of jeans or they're stealing television sets. Who cares? They're not going to go too far with it. Maybe those people are so poor. Some of the people who do that, they're so poor, they've never touched anything in their lives. Let them touch those things for once.
Exactly.
She's trying
says it all from Bill Burr.
What is she? She's trying to like book a dramatic role or something. She's like trying to cry.
Yeah, she's trying to win an Emmy on a talk show.
She wants poor people to touch things that they'll never touch in their lives.
That they'll never touch. See,
before the hurricane, they could have walked into Best Buy and touched the television.
Touched it.
I think you can touch it.
Right, you can touch it. You can't buy it.
To touch it.
Just to touch these things, Larry. And no, they're not touching.
I think there's so many celebrities like down there, like touching those people and doing all that type of shit. At this point, you need to cry.
Yeah.
To get any sort of face time.
To make it seem like you really care and to get your face put on the news. You gotta break into tears.
Yeah, who were you talking about before the show?
Oh, Sean Penn.
Sean Penn and
John Travolta.
John Travolta, right.
Just standing there with his hand on somebody's shoulder as they're telling like the horror that they've been through, and meanwhile there's like 50 paparazzi like taking his picture and they're like, over here, John, 2 more over here. You look concerned in this direction. Okay, that's a wrap. People were out, and the guy's like right in the middle of his story. And then my grandmother was sliding down the stairs. All right, we got to wrap this, people.
Look, I got to go. Ditches him. Bush did the same thing when he toured the area. All they had was pictures of him hugging and kissing black women.
Oh, and then he's dressed like he's actually going to start cleaning up.
Yeah, he's in coveralls or something. Let me help out over here. I think we can all pitch in.
He's got clothes for every occasion. You're so right.
Yeah, show up with the wardrobe van.
Yeah.
Those big rubber boots.
I need some cleanup clothes.
Sleeves are rolled up.
Yeah.
He's completely dry with a full stomach.
Just loading up some lumber in the back of the limo, the presidential limo in the trunk. Pop the trunk. I think we need to clear some of this stuff out.
That's like when they're on the ranch. Everyone has to dress like they're on Bonanza. Everyone's got like cowboy vest on and shit. They're standing like, this is so fucking gay.
It really is time to get rid of the cowboy hat. It's not doing anyone any good.
Like going out there chopping wood, just feeling the land.
Here's this guy again. He bitched at us about the Laura Bush thing when we played it the other day. Sean from Old Bridge. It's great for you guys to make fun of Laura Bush because you've both got perfect diction and have never had problems pronouncing words. Good thing the hurricane wasn't put or hurricane finger. It's not a mispronunciation of the word because
it's a wrong name.
Yeah, because you mispronounced the word. She has no clue what the name of the most devastating hurricane to hit the country was. You idiot!
Fucking moron! It's not a lisp or a stutter.
Right. It's not a word you've been mispronouncing for years of your life, and
Can't
other people then tell
R's.
you.
Yeah, it's a whole different name.
Yeah, it's a name.
She
it's not important enough for her to remember the hurricane's name.
She even stumbles because she's like, "Oh my God, I don't know the name of the hurricane."
Right. You think she can't say Katrina?
Sean M. from Old Bridge, New Jersey. Yeah.
Why, Iota?
I just see that Bush thing again. Well, listen again and make sure we're accurate about this.
You know something?
Is she mispronouncing Katrina or is she saying a whole different name?
I'm banning Sean.
Don't ban him.
I'm banning him from instant feedback. One click.
No, don't ban him, Anthony. He's just,
What?
No, don't. He's just a stupid listener. Don't do it to him.
All right,
it's all
gets one more chance.
It's all he's got.
One more
It's
chance.
all he's got. Just let him be.
All right.
All right, listen. We'll listen again and see if he's right or if we're right. Is she just mispronouncing Katrina or is it a whole different name? You be the judge.
Because of Hurricane Karina are starting to school this week. And I also want to encourage anybody who was affected by Hurricane Karina to make sure their children...
Yeah, see, that stutter is her trying to remember the name of the
What
fucking
the name
hurricane.
was?
Exactly.
What's the name of that devastating killer hurricane?
Yeah, what was the name of that?
Karina, something like that. Jackass.
Got to play this clip for Bill, too, before we move on. Celine Dion on Larry King.
It is, you know, when I was hearing a couple of days ago that these things are not reachable, it's too full of water, maybe I'm too much like I'm not thinking with my head. I'm talking with my heart. Nobody can open any roofs. The helicopters flying in. Take 2 people at a time. Take a kayak. Go into those walls. There's kids being raped at night. We hear gunshots. Big guns. What's that? Those people are praying. They're walking. They're like this. Hello? Do you see us? We're still alive. But we're dying.
Celine,
It's terrible. I do
do
not
you
want to talk to you about money.
I hate when these celebrities have to turn into experts about stuff they don't know anything about.
Take a kayak and ram into the wall?
Take a kayak through those walls.
Those walls.
Take a kayak. Put on some swimmies. And just punch the walls in.
Put some flippers and swim up these stairs.
Get a snorkel and just do something. Karate chop the wall. There are people raped and the big guns.
People are yelling. What is that?
What is that? They're saying I'm alive.
She sounds like someone having a nervous breakdown while doing like bad stand-up. What is the deal with that? Is any of this funny?
Why did they give you the peanuts on the airplane? What's with those peanuts?
How do you open the bag? You need to ram your finger in it?
Why could the professor make radio out of coconut but can't fix hole in boat? Those people were starving on island. Poor Gilligan would screw up rescue. Just get a kayak. Have the skipper punch through the wall.
Why don't they use the headhunters' boats? They seem to be able to get from island to island. What is going on? Just ram the island with the headhunters' boats and push it back to shore. Come on.
Why would the Howells have so much money on a 3-hour tour? That money could be given to the starving people. Why?
Why did I marry someone 42 years older than me with a shriveled up old cock that I had to suck like I enjoy it? He rams it in my face. Why?
They're all survivors.
Oh, she's useless. You think she was punching her chest?
Yeah, when she'd sing. She would probably do that chest punch thing all passionate.
Oh, man.
Oh, hold on, Jack.
All right. One more clip from Celine. We couldn't get enough of this the other day, and you know Bill hasn't heard this, so
I love it.
We got to play one more clip.
We've been doing the show now for 2.5 hours. We've been asking a lot of people how they can help, how you can help. A lot of people all over the world want to help. You gave $1 million. You're going to help a lot of people live and survive. You should take great pride in that. One, that you've attained the ability to be able to do that, to be able to give $1 million. You should take pride in that.
I understand it's very important because eventually we will need that money. But it's just very frustrating that Franco and Conscious West and me, $1 million. If this is one thing. In 3 months, in 6 months, they will need that money. Right now, they're praying for water. So we need to send them the water. They don't
This
care
should be
about
her
my
show in
check.
Vegas.
Go.
She
It's
doesn't.
just frustrating
Yeah,
because
but
on our
your-
part
your-
of the world, we're trying
your
our
check
best and
will
we're
turn-
expecting those people. Ooh.
Your check
I'm
will turn
sorry.
into something.
Larry's like, God damn. Why do I have to deal with this?
Oh, she's just fucking grandstanding.
Your check will turn into something.
What do you think of Sean Penn going down there with his boat?
I mean, yeah, if you got a boat, go down there and rescue people. I thought that was cool, but I just think it's weird. All the boats that are down there, somehow there's paparazzi all around your boat. It's
No,
like,
he brought his own photographer. That came out.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, that came out. He brought his own photographer down there.
Shameless.
And then his boat, he forgot to put the plug in it or whatever, so he had to try to get the water out of it.
So I had to picture him bailing out his boat with a little red beer cup.
Yeah, so he's frantically, yeah, exactly, left over from Mardi Gras.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
You know what I love though? He's like such like the Meisner actor that he actually took the time to grow the white trash mustache.
Right.
Because he totally looks the part. Like he had like a shotgun walking up the street.
Shotgun. He's wearing like a vest.
Very dramatic.
Gonna clean up this town.
Well, he was doing his part.
Marshall.
I mean, the guy. Yeah, he did save some people, but aren't you supposed to? The heathens pray in public. Isn't that how it goes in the good book?
In the good book.
In the good book.
What a tool.
Well, we're all talking about hurricanes
Can't get over
lately.
that.
And
break down the walls.
We got to get Martini Steve back in here because he interviewed our own Master Poe.
Oh, right. This is hurricane related, isn't it?
Yes.
I guess Master Poe was watching some of the coverage and saw that this evacuation was a disaster, and a lot of people died. And being in charge of people's lives here at the studio, our lives are in Poe's hands at some points. Do you know that?
Yeah, I do.
And if, God forbid, a disaster like Karina swept across Manhattan, what would we do? What would we do?
He's not the brightest guy, I gotta tell you.
Jeez, Opie.
He just isn't. The other day, after the show, I had to meet with Barry Shapiro, my Jewish, basically, business accountant guy. I don't even know what he does for us.
He's
I guess
our finance guy.
Our finance guy.
He figures out where to funnel our money.
Typical Jew, no hair.
Jesus, Opie.
Typical Jewish guy, no hair.
Gee.
A paunch. Like, this guy couldn't hurt anyone. So...
Sucked in gym class.
He was the last guy chosen when he was
He's an
picking
accountant.
sides.
Yeah.
Dude, next time I have a meeting with him,
yeah,
I'm going to record it because I swear to you it's another language that we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
He talks about stuff, I'm like, this is going on somewhere out there?
There's all kinds of financial things that he tells us about.
He knows the latest laws and rules, and it's unbelievable. So he bored me to death for at least 45 minutes.
It is boring as hell, I'll give you that.
And
I dread his meetings.
And I'm leaving with Barry, and as a joke, I walk by Master Poe, and I go, watch out for this guy. He throws a mean punch. Obviously, this guy doesn't even have a hint of muscle on him, okay? He's like a veal.
Can't lift his arm above his shoulder.
He's a veal with a calculator. He stinks. So the next day, I skate up to Master Poe, who, makes sure we're safe, and Master Poe goes to me, hey, that guy yesterday, he throws a mean punch, huh? Like, Master, what? I couldn't believe you were buying that I was serious.
Here he comes.
I go,
Watch it, Opie.
I go, who? And he goes, the guy you were walking out with yesterday after the show. I'm like, Master Poe, it's Barry Shapiro. He doesn't know how to punch or do anything. How did you buy that?
Well, I don't know his background. When you told me he throws a mean punch, you really can't underestimate anyone.
Anyone? Even right. Barry Shapiro?
Barry Shapiro.
He could be 90 pounds and knock someone out.
Wow.
There was a skinny guy that fought, I don't remember his name, but he fought Muhammad Ali, and he knocked Muhammad Ali down.
But he was in the fight game
Leon
to begin with.
Well, yeah, this is
Bow to
true.
your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Barry Shapiro ain't hurting anyone.
No, it's the martial art mindset.
Right. Anyone's a threat.
Anybody can be a threat.
Look,
anyone's a threat, and he assesses everybody.
But see, if you have that attitude, you'll never get to sleep at night. This guy obviously is not going to be a problem.
Who says Poe sleeps at night? See him just sitting there, trying to figure out what the threat level is at any given moment.
If some people you could just look at and realize there's going to be no problem there.
Well, sure.
Let's be honest. I mean, Barry Shapiro.
How old is the guy?
50-something. Dude, the guy hasn't done a. I don't think he's ever done a sit-up. I don't think
there was a 50-year-old accountant.
Yeah,
who knocked out Joe Frazier.
You don't want to underestimate a 50-year-old out-of-shape Jewish accountant. Yeah, I'm with you, Bo.
It's on classic.
Well, he could have
sports.
trained for 10 years before that. Who knows? Or when
You
he
know
was
what
a kid.
it would be like? It would be like saying that. Remember the time to make the donuts guy from Dunkin' Donuts? That's pretty much what this guy's threat level is. If you just look at him, it's like that. You wouldn't think the time to make the donuts guy would be any type of threat.
Okay, well, Bernie Getz, he's skinny. As a matter of fact, he's probably skinnier than this guy.
Well, someone skinny is a different story, maybe.
He has
But
a quick
this guy
finger.
isn't skinny.
Yeah, that was all about
Yeah.
He had a gun.
Right.
True.
I was talking about Barry physically hurting somebody with a punch. I
Yeah,
said
that
he
could be a
packs
little
a
much.
mean punch.
Right.
Poe just sees it as, all right, I'm going to take
Freeze
this
it
guy as a
differently.
threat.
Every martial artist out there will not underestimate their opponent.
There you go.
Free the cricket from whackbag.com. Poe equals literal idiot.
Jesus.
Very brave through the internet. So Martini Steve is in studio. And you interviewed Master Poe?
Well, yeah, we were talking about the potential for a hurricane to actually hit Manhattan, and I wanted to know, what the evacuation plan would be if, God forbid, a hurricane hit while we were all in the building.
So we're up here, quite a few feet off street level.
Right.
Also, by the way, we are on the highest point in Manhattan. This is, right where we are.
Right.
It's downhill anywhere you go. It's like east side, west side, you're going downhill.
Right.
I don't think we'd get the type of flooding here that we saw in New Orleans, which is below sea level.
Well, you have to be prepared, and I just really wanted to hear what
Why
the
is
plan
Master
might
Poe
be.
giving you a look right now?
I don't
What's
know.
wrong, Master Poe?
Well, because we were having a discussion, and he was just asking me his advice because he said his wife was nervous.
Didn't know that he was being recorded.
You were recording me.
I certainly was.
Oh, yeah, this was, Master Poe had no idea we were going to...
It's a scandal.
He didn't have an idea that we were taping this for the radio.
Take a look at what I'm wearing, people. You think anybody wants a roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing these bad boys?
Who was it, Linda Tripp?
So it's not exactly the easiest interview to conduct, considering the fact that I know full well that this place is well above sea level, and I'm not an idiot. We're 5 floors up.
Yeah.
Well,
but
Master
wait a
Poe
second.
takes everything serious.
Right, and you said that you wanted to leave. I mean, you're talking evacuation.
Now, how would we evacuate? I think the safest place would be just to stay put here.
Right.
We'd probably stay on the air and just have a little fun.
That's right.
If there was a hurricane and we couldn't leave, I think...
Well, what happens if the power goes out and there's a
all
hurricane?
right, now the power goes out.
Right.
Auxiliary power kicks on. We're back on the air.
Do we have auxiliary power?
Of course we do. Everyone does in New York. Have you ever been in a completely blacked out building?
I certainly have. I was stuck
where?
at NEW, the last blackout, and there's no auxiliary power there. So that sucked.
Were you stuck in the elevator?
No, fortunately.
Stuck in the staircase?
So you could just walk down.
And we did. We did, but but you're walking down. How many flights down was that? 9? I don't
You have
know.
to follow Earl's eyes
Whole
and
9 stories to get to freedom.
Oh no, I'm not. But
That's
he
tough.
asked. But there's
Smile,
no
Earl,
generators.
Light the way.
All right, well, so Steve interviewed Master Poe, and we got some audio. Master Poe had no idea we were interviewing him.
Thank you. Apparently I'm supposed to get with you about an evacuation plan?
I'm sorry?
What? No, I mean, there's apparently a... I guess there's actually...
Steve, you're the biggest pussy.
What?
I can hear that you're nervous.
No, I'm trying not to crack up.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm not afraid of what Poe's going to do if he happens to get angry and, knock my head off.
You kind of have a nervousness to your voice, like, oh, God, I hope I don't piss him off.
No. It's, oh, God, I hope I don't crack up.
All right.
There's apparently a... I guess there's
Because he's, like, slamming things around, like,
No,
He can
I
never
hope this goes okay.
He can never infiltrate the mob.
Right.
They'd find the wire in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a little nervous.
From his voice, you can tell something's up already.
Slam.
Right. He's like,
I am... I am trying to desperately
pouring off his forehead.
desperately trying to maintain my composure while asking questions without bursting into fucking laughter.
You're right, Steve. No, I'm not wearing a wire.
Just loses it immediately.
I'm just a little wired. I mean,
right. Listen how natural Steve comes across.
Thank you. Apparently, I'm supposed to get with you about an evacuation plan.
I'm sorry? What? No, I mean, there's
sounds like
apparently
what? No. Sounds like it's written like bad acting. Like they're reading a script. Apparently, I'm supposed to. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Apparently, I'm supposed to get with you about an evacuation plan.
I'm sorry?
What? No, I mean, there's apparently a. I guess there's actually now concern of this hurricane.
Oh, fuck, you're kidding me. What are they saying? When is it hitting?
If in the event that it hits this area, what is the, what would your recommendation?
Holy shit! Oh, Dave. Not a guy that thinks he's gonna crack. That's not a guy that's gonna crack up at any moment.
Trying to think how to phrase it.
Yeah, I'm really just trying to think how to phrase it because I walked into this cold.
I'm not buying it.
What, you think I'm afraid? You honestly think I'm frightened?
I think you're frightened.
I'm sorry.
Bill?
Inaccurate.
Frightened or is...
I don't know. It sounds like bad soap opera acting.
I think, that's what I think it is. Yeah. It's just bad acting.
Yeah,
and
horrible
the fact
acting.
that maybe he's a little shook up that this is being recorded.
Right.
Yeah.
And he knows that his side is going to be on this also.
Yeah.
So he's got to
maybe
perform
he'll be
well.
the one getting made fun of.
I would agree with Anthony on that one. I would totally fess up to bad acting and totally fess up to knowing it was being recorded.
Well, Poe, you've come back. Rachel. A string of Peloponnese.
It's awful acting.
It's really bad.
What would your recommendation be for an evacuation plan to get everybody out of here?
Okay. First, we have to find out when is it going to hit.
I would assume.
And 6 hours before it hits, we're out of here.
Okay.
Not 1 hour before it hits. 6 hours before it hits.
Now, okay. Why 6 hours? What would that time frame allow?
Well, I was involved with Hurricane Floyd, and I stayed.
Kicked his ass, right?
Yeah. We stayed.
Kick right to the eye.
Yeah.
Take care of that problem.
No, we stayed in the house and we tried to fight this hurricane, and that was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the best thing for you to do is to get rid of your or take your clothing, your electronics.
Well, we'll listen to the tape. I just want to know why the 6 hours.
That's all.
Because 6 hours
give you time.
Also sounds kind of dangerous. Like then you're out of the building on a crowded evacuating road as the storm hits.
All right, let's.
I don't know.
Let's listen.
Who am I to say? Well, he's sitting next to me.
Because if anybody has ever experienced being in a hurricane,
right,
it's one of the worst things ever. Now, you guys were up on top of this building, and you know, if we stay here, most likely nothing's going to happen. However, depending on where we live, we may have to do some preparations in our homes.
Okay.
Make some preparations. I know I will definitely have to make some preparations.
All right, so far so good.
Fairly normal.
We'll move on here.
If by chance that we are hit by a hurricane, let's say now, and the best thing for us to do is to stay here.
Stay here?
Well, it's too late. The hurricane hit us. If it's that bad...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because you know what's going to happen is you won't be able to get a taxi, you won't be able to get a train, and it'll be difficult for you to get out of New York City. Anthony will not... It's going to take him 4.5 hours to get home. So that's why we have to stay watch of this hurricane. If by chance the hurricane is going to hit us, then we have to be ahead of it. If the hurricane is going to hit us at 2 o'clock, then we have to get out of here 3-4 hours, preferably, ahead of time.
How much time for a slowy cane, though? Because I would assume you got more time.
No, that was wrong. That was wrong. If the hurricane's going to hit, just stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
We'd have enough
so
advance
have
notice.
You done any research on this shit, or he just came in and asked the question and you just went with it?
No, I was hit by a hurricane. I was hit by a hurricane very bad. I lost my home.
in '99.
We got a comedian coming up this weekend.
And now the funny. But when Steve asked you, it's pretty much cold. You didn't know that you were going into this meeting to discuss evacuation.
No,
right?
he said his wife was concerned.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue listening here.
Yeah, hurricane liver cirrhosis, maybe she'd be concerned with. But
Like, say it's 7 o'clock in the morning and we get, a heads up. Guys, get out of Dodge. Go now. What do we do? How do we get open at home? How do we get...
What we should have outside... Oh, okay, Anthony is going to be driving home himself?
I would assume. I don't know.
Opie is probably going to need to be driven home. He's not going to take a taxi or
rollerblade.
I mean, if the hurricane is that bad, then we would take him home.
Well, look at that. You got taken home.
I'll just let the hurricane blow me home. Don't have to use my legs when I'm rollerblading.
You could put on your blades and the breeze would whisk you home.
Whisk me home. Really nice and fast.
I guess the question is, God forbid if we're all stuck here for...
Okay.
Let's say we're all stuck in this...
What we should do is have provisions. We should have our flashlights. We should have our food. We should definitely have our water.
Mm-hmm.
And we should have extra amount of that. Now, honestly, if the hurricane is that bad, we can see it on television. We say, okay, well, guess what, guys?
We shouldn't be here.
It's going to hit New York City this date. Do not be here, because this is going to be a deadlock. You won't be able to get in and out of the city. 9/11, same thing. You couldn't get in and out of the city.
Right.
And the problem is that, okay, you have a hurricane, so now you have wind. Is it a tropical storm? The water's coming down so hard. You're driving, and then you're stopped because the rain is coming down so hard, people can't even see in front of them. That's how bad it gets.
Painting quite the picture.
Someone had a really good instant feedback about basically something about Steve asking Master Bo to talk louder into his lapel. I don't know the exact wording of it, but this guy's just the worst fucking guy.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Excuse me, can you talk louder? Yeah, posthorse.net. Clark, Master Poe, can you say that a little louder and say that my lapel? That's a great line, bro.
Poe's got a very dramatic delivery, though. He's very intense.
He painted this horrific picture.
Yeah.
It's like that Day After Tomorrow movie.
Yeah,
the image
exactly.
he's painting.
All right, let's continue.
So you're talking about barricading everybody in this place for a period of maybe several days.
Oh my God, what kind of hurricane are we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know.
If you're talking about a severe, drastic hurricane that's coming in, first of all, why be here?
Right.
You know why? Because the only reason why we're here is to do a show. Well, guess what? We won't have any electricity.
Oh.
Great answer, Steve.
I can hear myself scrolling through the phone as I'm answering that.
We won't have any electricity. Oh. Good one.
Yeah, you're really good at how you keep leading Poe to like other areas.
I'm terrible.
Where the comedy can keep coming.
I am terrible. But you know what? You have to understand that I'm the only person in the building at that point who's not going to lose his mind laughing. The option was me or Ben. That was the choice. When you throw those two in the mix, I think I was immediately elected.
All right, more.
Just imagine no electricity, no computer ability, no access at all. Do you know what's going to happen here? Chaos. Either Opie and Anthony is going to make us all laugh, and Jimmy's not going to be here, but Opie and Anthony are going to make us laugh, or they're going to go crazy and they're going to drive us crazy.
Maybe we can count on them to be entertaining, but who knows?
Good one, Steve.
You're welcome.
You get that one from Eric Logan. All right, a couple more clips here.
We've already talked about how to get open and home, blah, 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 blah. What about you got interns that are coming from Staten Island, Jersey?
How would they get home?
We're talking about 4 kids who are going to have...
Staten Island will be covered with water, gentlemen. A tidal wave will wash over them, destroying the island.
I love the drama in Poe's voice.
Very, very melodramatic delivery.
Staten Island, write it off, kids. It's gone.
4 kids who are going to have frightened parents at home.
And I'm assuming we're responsible for them.
Of course.
Okay, so if we're responsible for them, then either A, they stay here with grown-up adults that can handle the situation, or...
Where are they?
As opposed to those childlike adults.
They get taken home.
But if we're worried about taking them home, and Anthony's going to be spending 6 hours getting to Long Island.
Well, like I said, if it's going to be that bad, Anthony shouldn't come in.
Right.
If it gets that bad, then no one should be coming in.
Give me the day off.
Hey, we got some great instant feedback coming in. Rich from Allentown. If the hurricane floods, Anthony is screwed. He will not have any shoes from his shoelaces being wet.
Yeah.
Chris from Dallas, Texas. Being trapped in an office with Steve the Bear and no food. Make sure you keep the cameras rolling, kids. And Jimmy from whackbag.com. Steve would hover above the water in his hybrid.
Certainly would.
All right, one more clip here. Steve and Master Poe talking about an evacuation plan. Or maybe not.
Nope. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. All right, here we go.
All right, say you've got these kids. Let's say, God forbid, this fucking hurricane, we're all dumb enough to come in.
He's getting tough on him now.
Yeah.
Where do we take? Do you have the ability to house any of these pigs? Would you feel comfortable enough taking any of these kids home?
My place is big. If
is it fixed up enough?
Yeah, there's plenty of room. They'll just sleep with the dogs.
With the dogs?
No, I'm only kidding.
Jesus Christ, Poe. Cruel fuck.
No.
And then, I mean, shit.
There's
Providing you could get out, could you take kids home?
I don't know why you're smiling, because let me tell you, this was a horror for me, man.
I'm tired. I hate having these fucking conversations. Because I really do. I fucking hate it.
This is what you call a nightmare. All right? And you're smiling, and I don't know why you're smiling. This was a nightmare.
All right.
He's shot in the head in a second.
This destroys houses, this destroys homes, this destroys families.
You know what's making this bit better? The listeners. Brian from posthorrors.net. Oh, yeah, you guys are just going to be sitting there telling jokes to everyone. Who are you kidding? Hope's going to be killing people for sport, and Anthony will be in the corner washing his hands for hours on edge. It goes on and on.
And while this is going on, I have Ben and Wicklin in the other office and Don in the other room phoning in questions.
Oh, really?
So I'm picking up the phone thinking it's somebody else, and I'm playing it off, but it's Don and Ben in the other room phoning in questions.
All right, well, there you have it. Master Poe's evacuation plan. Courtesy of Steve.
Wow.
Very good, guys.
Well, at least we're all safe. And he did know, stay home. He would stay home.
Where's the hybrid song? We got to play that as Steve leaves the studio. No, hold on a minute. Thanks, Master Poe.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
that was riveting.
Yeah, wasn't it? Terrible.
You are really bad, Steve.
I know.
Where's the hybrid song?
Well, again, it's either me or it's Ben. And you want Ben trying to conduct an interview like that?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Can you find it?
No.
This won't bother you too much.
Is this the one? Oh, okay, good.
Is that it? All right, Steve. There goes the...
Whoa! My Steve! Bye-bye. This is from Chemistry as we go to break. All right, we're hanging with Bill Burr today. Don't forget to watch Bill Burr on HBO tomorrow night at midnight. His half-hour comedy special airs. And if you got HBO on demand like me, you get to watch it whenever the hell you want.
That's right. Go hang out at a friend's house or kill your best friend who has HBO. Steal his cable.
You hear about this story?
I just did.
Animals.
Anthony has all the details. I was just going to read the story, but...
Yeah, if you just want the details.
Well, I'll do the first paragraph, and then you can fill in the blanks, okay? Long Island sex den shocker, killed for his house. A 20-year-old... Wow, he was an orphan, too?
Yeah.
A 20-year-old orphan who was living alone in his dead mom's Long Island home was murdered.
Murder.
By his two best friends because they wanted to use the house as a sex den to sleep with their girlfriends, police said yesterday.
Sex den. I don't know why they're bringing the sex angle into the story. It's the press. They got to make it sound,
sexier,
even worse than it is. But it just seems like these guys. Well, they were friends of this guy. There's two guys, and they were friends with the third guy, the orphan. He had inherited this house from his mom, who had died 5 years earlier. And so he's kind of a young guy. I guess he's 20, 21, and he's got a house.
Wait, Michael Moore's dead?
That's what it says.
Michael Moore's dead?
I think it's a different one.
What are the liberals going to do?
I don't know, but it might be a different one.
Oh, it's a different one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think Michael Moore's living in Freeport.
Sorry.
And so he's like 21 years old. He's got his own house, his own car. From what I read in there, a plasma TV. So he had a few bucks.
A lot of nice things to touch.
Some nice things. Just let them touch it. Let them just touch the kayak. Shut up.
Slamming into the wall trying to figure out how to go through a wall.
Kayak.
How many times would you have to slam a kayak into a wall before it would give?
You need some sort of motor.
Yeah, you need a motorized kayak, and then at that point I don't think it's a kayak
Maybe
anymore.
like 4 Samoans.
Do you back up the kayak like 20 feet and then paddle real fast? Here it goes.
Dunk.
Oh, man, and then you back up again.
You got to paddle harder. Paddle your kayak. Moron.
Do you jump forward in the kayak just at the last second to give it that last oomph? Does that help at all? Who knows? What a dummy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anthony.
That's all right. So this guy had a few items, possessions, and a house. And he had these two other guys as friends. They were friends. Used to come over to the house, hang out with them. And then one day they got a brilliant idea because these two gentlemen that committed the murder had girlfriends that they couldn't sleep with, I guess, because they lived with their parents. You can't bring the girl home because your parents will be angry with you. So they came up with a great plan, just an airtight plan here that's going to work very well. Kill your friend, put him in the basement, and you just move into his house.
Can I ask you guys something? We've all had friends.
Uh-huh.
What's the worst thing your friends have ever done to you? Maybe write dick on your forehead because you had too much to drink one night.
When you're sleeping, partying a little bit too much.
Shave off an eyebrow.
Right.
Shaved off an eyebrow, maybe.
Something like that. Good. Do the old gag with the warm water. Put your hand in there so you pee yourself.
I think I once had, like shaving cream in my hand, and they itched my face while I was asleep, and I splat.
When you go to scratch, you get shaving cream on your face. That's probably it.
That's probably the worst your friends have done to you, right?
But these friends are a little different.
They sure are.
Well, but they probably approached him with the idea, can we use your house as a sex den? And when he said no, evidently these guys had a zero tolerance on cock blocking. And they rubbed him out.
You think he was like a dick friend?
I would think that they would have approached him.
You think it just doesn't go...
Can I fuck my girl on your couch?
Yeah.
No. You sure about that? I want you to really think about your answer here. Because the consequences...
Yeah, you better.
Put it this way. I'm fucking the girl on the couch.
Yeah, regardless.
You're either going to be here or not.
So they
killed him. Right. They probably didn't just go, hey, let's kill the guy. It was probably ask him.
But then they kill him and they just leave him in the basement. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
No, the second you start wheeling that body around, now you got a problem. See, they were thinking ahead. So they put him down in the basement. And they had parties and sex with the girls and everything like that and moved into his place. Used his car.
I'm sure that's good for the first 24 hours.
Yeah.
Well, the dead body's just kind of sitting there with its mouth open downstairs.
I think it creep you out a little bit.
Well, it'll creep you out a little bit, but I think you barrel ahead.
Their whole plan was like the first draft of a bad movie script. There's like 200 holes in it, but they didn't fix it. They
you
just
don't think that far ahead.
Yeah, they went with the first draft.
You got a great first scene.
How long does it take for a body to really start smelling?
Start smelling? A couple of days.
A couple of days you got?
Yeah, a couple of days, it's over, Johnny.
So the first 2 days...
Summer months? Come on, man.
But the first 2 days, you're sitting there like, look what we got. This is cool. No one's going to know.
Is there any regret, though, after... Like, all right, you kill him. You immediately call the girls. They come over. Now you're banging. You shoot. You're laying there, relaxed. Do you think then it creeps in like... Holy shit, we killed our friend.
Yes.
It's gotta be trouble.
That's like when you hook up with some girl you shouldn't be fucking. Right as you start to come, you're thinking, what did I do? That's what they were thinking. Why did we kill him? Could have just knocked him out. Get an assault charge?
Yeah.
Could have tied him up for a couple days.
I always thought
fed him some food.
The crackhead... You'd always read every so often the crackhead that killed his grandma to get the money to buy the crack.
Yeah.
He smokes the crack. He's feeling all good. You think right when you start coming down, you're like, I killed grandma.
Yeah.
God damn, why did I kill grandma?
I think I might have a problem.
Yeah, you got to start thinking.
I better smoke some more crack so I don't start
you need some more
rationally
crack.
thinking this.
Right.
So,
and these guys must have, gotten done with their first party after killing the guy.
So far, so good.
But then they continued. They used his car. One of the neighbors, kind of creepy.
His Lincoln Continental.
Yeah, he had a Lincoln Continental with all tinted windows. And some of the neighbors said, wow, I was waving at the car as it was driving by thinking it was the neighbor who was already dead. And they were waving at the guys that had killed their neighbor. And they were using the car, driving around, picking the girls up, partying.
Sex
plan is, go ahead.
Sex den just sounds so seedy.
Yeah. It wasn't really, I don't think it was so much sex den as... Sex den sounds like they're bringing prostitutes in, using it for a business, different girls. They were guys that wanted to have sex with their girlfriends. A sex den.
And it sounded like a good plan for the first 2 days.
Guy had a house, had some nice things.
What happened after the 2 days?
They stole a few items, too, stereos, and sold them. Made a little cake. And then, I guess during one of these parties, they noticed it started to stink in the house. Their friend was rotting, and they had to do something about it, so it said they put him in bags, pluralized.
Plastic bags, and dumped it into the East River, it was discovered in the Bronx 12 days after the slaying.
12 days.
Guess they found the torso.
The torso. Now, maybe they just used numerous bags to cover the one body instead of hacking them up and putting them in different bags and then throwing it. Regardless, the cops identified the guy. They figured out who it was, so they go to the guy's house, start talking to the neighbors. The neighbors are like, wow, he's dead. I didn't know, because there are people coming and going from his house. As a matter of fact, they're still living there. So
there's one sitting on the front porch reading the paper
right now
without a worry in the world.
And they arrested these two. I can't imagine what the defense is going to be. The defense always comes up with some wacky reason why this
happened.
happened.
If you're that fucking stupid at any point during your jail sentence, you actually just think of how, you got one life, this is what you did with it.
Yeah. Hey, you have to. They did not think further than a day or two ahead in this whole thing. You don't kill someone premeditated, obviously, some type of premeditation to their murder, and you go, all right, what happens when people start realizing this guy's missing? What do we do with the body? What happens if it's discovered? What happens? None of that went on. It was like, God damn, I gotta fuck my girl. That's as far as they went.
You gotta think you have to go for a long drive.
Yeah.
You don't just let it sit in the basement for a few days.
Yeah, why?
You would think that's all planned out ahead of time.
Usually you leave the scene of the crime. You don't move into it.
Move in right there, the scene of the murder. The first place they're going to go.
Outline of the body, and you're 2 feet away in a lazy boy with your feet up.
Yeah. Oh, no, you look around. That's all right. I'm just watching the plasma TV.
Yeah.
You look whatever you want. Where is he? I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Didn't think at all. And the body, you dump the body in the river, it's coming back. It's coming back.
No, you have to fuck up the torso.
You think that's how you do it?
There's bacteria in the intestines.
Yeah.
That after you die, somehow it turns into gases. That's why they always say police found a headless torso.
Right.
So you remember that book, The Westies, I told you to read? That's what they used to do.
It.
Yeah, they used to.
I'm sorry.
They used to chop the whole thing up.
Chop it up.
So anybody thinking
back.
about that, that's what you want to do.
I'm reading another book called Rats.
They had the car, though. France.
Yeah. Go ahead, Anthony.
What you do, why not put the body in the trunk, and you take him somewhere like real...
Why not get a fucking motel for like $28?
There you go.
I'm thinking of, after they've done this.
Huh?
Not beforehand while you're actually thinking and going, why don't I just, get a few bucks, get a hotel
Banger
room.
in your car.
Banger, right. Yeah, anything but killing your friend. Anything else but that. I'm just thinking afterwards. They never go far away enough. Why not? Obviously, they're not working. Put him in the car. Drive to Washington State. Go into the woods and bury him somewhere. What's wrong with that? By the time they find him, figure out who, where, what.
I would just get in the car and drive for 12 hours in one direction. Just 12 hours.
12 hours?
And when the 12 hours is up, good enough. Find a spot.
Find a secluded place.
Dig a nice hole, dump it, and then drive the 12 hours back, and I can still go to work the next day.
Like they
Billy
find
Bats.
something. They find the texture of the dirt.
Don't they always?
The grooves of your tires.
In the
I
tire.
always get irritated when I watch that. Like... It's almost like it's not even fair at this point.
Right. The cop will dig a piece of dirt out, send it to the lab, and bing, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah,
pops up. This dirt is the only. They only have it in Tulsa. They know exactly where it came from.
You make a good point. The cops at this point have the upper hand.
Oh,
they really
always.
do. You can't get away with this stuff
They
anymore.
find out
You ever seen
that
one where the guy
hair?
suffocated the girl with the garbage bag, and somehow they saw the imprint of
It's
her
like the
face?
shroud of Turin of her face right there on the bag, the plastic.
Yeah.
He tells that story in prison, and I bet they're riveted.
Yeah.
Like
Get the fuck out of here.
The best
They
is
caught me murder in progress. And your shit is just like 12 years. This fucking person is dead. One of their fillings fell out. And some guy with a fucking crumb brush in my backyard find it in the between some blades of grass. Now I got to go to jail, worry about getting raped every day. I mean, what?
You had it knocked. After 12 years, you got to think, God damn, did I get away with this shit?
Yeah, my house
Totally
isn't
got away.
haunted. Nothing came back from the grave.
Right.
I'm in the clear.
Haven't had a visit from a cop, nothing.
It's just not fair anymore.
And then, police department, what the fuck happened? Yeah.
I love it though,
Arrest.
right? When they just find one stupid pinky bone. And
Anything.
They know the race, the age.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's those CSI shows.
I watch those all the time, and guaranteed about 48 minutes in, I go, you got to be fucking kidding me. He had the perfect crime, or did he?
Yeah.
How'd the body beyond the grave solve this murder case?
The dead speak.
Yeah, how the body talks beyond the grave, right?
I watch
Or
all
from the
those
grave.
shows on A&E, the real ones, like not the CSI or the fake ones like that, but the real ones on A&E.
Oh, yeah.
With that guy, what's his name?
The creepy guy.
Bill Curtis.
Oh, Bill Curtis.
I'm Bill Curtis.
Is he creepy, or is it the piano in the background?
Bill Curtis has just that creepy voice.
Bill Curtis is really creepy. A body of a girl found on the side of the road, raped and decapitated. The police went to work. And then the case goes, 12, 15 years. And then there's always, but one cop wouldn't let it go.
Yeah.
He digs into this closet, picks this lucky box to pull this, cold case down. And there's the guy that thought he got away with it because one prick can't fucking just go home to his family one night. Late one night, he decided to go into the cold case closet. Motherfucker. Go home to your family, you cop.
Finds DNA in a toothbrush from 1972.
Right.
One bristle.
One bristle.
It's a perfect match.
Yeah. When the crime happened, they didn't have this type of testing. Great, thanks.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the most fucked up thing.
We got to
because-
worry about what they're going to invent in
Yeah,
the future.
you have all bases covered for right now.
Yep.
Then in 2026, you get the knock on the door.
Right.
They'll let you know you'll be being raped.
They work it out.
For your final 25 years.
You're an old guy, yeah.
That's the only good thing about that story. I mean, as far as I always put myself in the position of going to jail. Looking at those two guys' headshots, they will not be getting raped. They will be the rapers.
There's two more rapists in prison.
Their necks are too wide. You couldn't hold them down.
No.
Let's go to Utah with that. Ivan.
Hey, how's it going, boys?
Hey, man.
Hey, does this story mention which racial origins these two guys killed?
I believe all three of them involved in this crime, the perpetrators and the victim, were black gentlemen from Freeport, Long Island.
But it's kind of it leans toward a freaky crime, so I was thinking that it could have been white dudes.
No, it would have to be devil worship related.
Yeah, this was just blunt force.
Was
violence.
it obvious that it was black guys, you think?
Yeah.
Because us whiteys, we pull the weird crimes.
This is definitely has black guy written all over it. If it's white, like in Northport, you get a very white neighborhood, and one kid was killed by his friends, and that turned out to be Satan worship. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, whenever it's Satan worship, you won't find a black guy around. It's always white guys. Something like this, though, where you just want to break in, maybe steal some stereo equipment, live in the guy's house, use his car.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about black people. Like, they can ride the subway at 4 in the morning and totally relax, but you bring up the devil, and they freak out.
Yeah, oh, no, I ain't going in.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite with us. We're like... sitting around with
painting pentagrams on the floor, drinking whiskey in the woods.
One other thing.
Bunch of creeps.
One other thing as we discuss this topic. The shallow grave.
Yeah.
Enough with the shallow grave.
Put a little effort into it.
That just screams no planning.
Yeah.
Just
no planning. I want to get out of here.
A couple more pushes with the shovel. That's all you have to do. Dig a little. You've already committed.
Kill in the summer when the earth is soft.
Right.
And you can go 6 feet under.
The shallow grave is just...
Always ends up a hand poking through a ditch in the ground.
A nosy dog.
Doesn't even refill it enough. Yeah, nosy
what is it?
Dog.
Shallow grave? Leaves?
Yeah.
Leaves and a little
like
dirt.
a hole and some leaves. Yeah, and the dog always finds it. Some farmer decides to look at some acreage he had that he hadn't walked on in 50 years.
There has to be... People are doing them right. Because there's a lot of people missing. There's some people,
Obviously, we don't know about the missing ones, but they're missing. But
way
someone's
up in the
doing
mountains.
it right. Yeah.
They go 7 feet down.
7 feet. No one's digging that deep. No one.
Ooh, crop circles, Bigfoot, and the Loch Ness Monster. UFOs.
That one looks good.
Very cool. Is it real? Monday.
Yeah, we talked about this guy.
On the, what is it, History Channel? Oh, the National Geographic Channel. Okay.
I like that one, too. It's a good channel. Chris from Boston, how cool is that psycho Dr. Michael Baden?
That's
or
the
Baden
guy.
From the forensic guy from HBO.
We talked about him last week, I think, right?
There's a show called Coroner, whatever it is, on HBO, and this guy, what is it called? Autopsy.
Autopsy.
Yeah, Autopsy on HBO, and this guy is a coroner, and he discusses cases that he helped solve after the victims just been cut up, and he's gone through their stomach and their brains. And I remember one case he found. It was I got the murder because the time of death didn't line up with the guy's alibi, because he went into the stomach and found French fries that they had eaten
just fucking
at a restaurant, and they knew exactly what time they had been at the restaurant, and they weren't digested enough for the timeline to have been accurate for the guy that was with the girl.
Jesus, dude.
I'd be the worst defense attorney, because my only response, you got to be shitting me.
Right. Did this guy ever miss a class in high school and just decide to drink beers with the guys in the parking lot?
They found that the fries had serrations in them from a knife, a serrated knife, and they were still visible in the stomach, which means that, and they know how stomach acid would have dissolved it away and at what rate, and how these serrations would have been gone in a certain amount of time. And since they were still there, she was murdered a lot closer to the time of dinner than the guy was saying, and boom, guilty.
And you know how they know all that stuff? I read a book called Stiff. They got death fields somewhere in the middle of the woods.
We heard about the death fields, yeah.
Somewhere in like Virginia or somewhere, I don't know. And they have all these scenarios, and they just
take cadavers that give
they just
their,
lay
bodies
dead
to
bodies
science.
all over the woods, maybe in a car, to simulate a car crash.
Shallow grave.
Shallow grave.
Please tell me there's a fence around this area so people aren't just kind of wandering.
You don't just stumble through it. That'll stick with you for a while, I think.
It was the sickest part of this book called Stiff, which was a book all about what they do with dead bodies.
They had one wrapped in a carpet.
Yeah, they
just
all these
in
scenarios, like someone that's wrapped up in a carpet and thrown in the woods, someone that's found in a trunk of a car, someone that is this and that.
It gives them like a
but it's all
base.
the dumb shit that you do after a spontaneous murder.
And they study the bodies and what happens as they rot and stuff, and what bugs appear and this and that.
So if they find a
they
body
do all their
rotted,
research that way.
They know by the case that they put in that they know how long.
Can you imagine that's your job though, to go into the death fields? You open up that gate of these creepy woods, and there's all these dead bodies, some hanging from trees because that's some kind of weird scenario, and this and that, and they go in and study the corpses.
That has to fuck with you.
I don't know how people do that. How do you get that line of work and not just go home every night, wake up in cold sweats with nightmares? I can't watch.
How do you go down that progression? Okay, you take a science class, take biology.
All right, it's probably the way it starts.
It's kind of interesting.
We all dissected the frog, right?
All right, kind of liking that.
Yeah, like that. How do you end up planting a body in the death
Neighbor's
field?
dog's a little old.
You think you start getting this fascination?
Yeah, and you just kind of maybe, help him along to his final journey.
Maybe do a little Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Just start moving up a little bit.
I think you're the guy also that helps the neighbors out when one of their animals die. And they go, our cat died or something. They're the first one to go, I'll take care of it for you.
There's got to be a crossroads there when you either pick, I'm causing this or I'm solving it. You either go the serial killer route.
Absolutely. I think there is that crossroad. You can either become the serial killer that's planting the bodies there, or the guy that because there's a fascination. There's got to be a passion and a fascination for dead bodies and working with them.
Yeah.
Whether it's for your own pleasure.
I asked my dad about that shit. He's like in the medical field.
Yeah.
And I said, how does somebody become like a proctologist? Why would you choose that?
Why out of all the
places? And he was just kind of laughing. He's just like, well, you go and you do the cadaver thing and all that. And after a while, I guess the whole thing's kind of disgusting in a way to intrude in a body. And he's like, it's a good paying job. You just start thinking, hey, I'm making strong 6 figures a year.
Comes down to the money.
The first time he just poked somebody in the ass, you got to be laughing. I'm just horrified the first time.
You think it's like, because it is the first time, so you got to be like, here it comes. It's my first time I'm sticking my finger up a guy's ass.
Pull it out. I mean, how do you? There's that third grader in all of us. You're just gonna fucking lose it.
Start laughing. Hey, Brad, Cleveland, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, man.
Hey, just wanted to check in. When I was a kid, when I grew up in the country, basically, there was a bunch of murders that they had way out in the boonies, and what they were doing was hacking up the bodies and actually feed them to the pigs, because the pigs would eat anything and everything in its sight.
Oh, you're getting your info from the movie Snatch, aren't you?
And from
no,
from Deadwood.
No.
Oh, Deadwood did that whole thing
Yeah,
too?
they do. They feed him to the pig thing.
We got to get that clip from Snatch, how he explains how to get rid of a body by using pigs. It's deeply, deeply disturbing. Let's go to Tom in New Hampshire. Tom, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, hi. How you doing, boys?
All right.
Hi, Jimmy Replacement.
That's hilarious.
During your last break, I switched over to Imus, and one of the callers was trying to get him to say that his favorite station was The Fan.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, no, my favorite station's Opie and Anthony on 202 on XM.
Bravo.
Hey, there you go.
This guy, he's just a great friend in the business, helping us
Yep.
out. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I heard Don Imus went and visited the body farm, and they tried to plant him. They assumed mistaken identity.
Dan in Raleigh, what's up?
Hey, man, that guy just stole my thunder. I'm an Imus listener, too, and I was going to tell you the same thing.
Hey, does anyone listen to our show while we're doing our show? I mean,
they got to keep an ear open for everybody else.
Well, that's the beauty of the replays. You could
Don
listen to a
Imus
bunch
really
of
could
things.
just work in a haunted house, like no makeup.
Boo.
Yeah. Big stupid cowboy hat like he's a
got
rebel.
His cowboy hat.
Fucking 78 years old.
Jack in Manchester. What's up, Jack?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
When I was a kid, there was this kid named Shane Tetz. He was like on my school bus. He used to babysit me and shit. He lived right behind me. He took a bunch of acid and killed his pregnant girlfriend. Like, took a revolver, shot her 6 times, reloaded it, shot another 3. Wow. Wrapped her up in an old Oriental rug, buried her in the wine cellar. Wrote a whole note to the parents. I'm missing her. I don't know where she went and stuff like that. Bought a bus ticket. Did the whole thing. Got caught because his brother's dog was digging at the dirt in the wine cellar. So that's how he ended up getting caught. Go to jail, and ended up becoming somebody's bitch and overdosed on heroin like 2 years ago.
Wow. See, story. At that point, you got to kill your pets and stuff because they know a little more than us.
They love rolling around in that dead meat.
Exactly.
They're going to rat you out.
Their senses are a little stronger than ours.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, you got to kill your dog if you're going to bury a body in your house.
You don't bury it in your house.
Not in your house. Those are real nuts that want them close to them, I think.
Ugh.
Like John Wayne Gacy, putting all of them down in his crawl space, and
Yeah.
he'd have lime down there and dig the holes, bury him, and then put lime over them. And
how do you sleep at night?
But it was part of it. He loved having the bodies that close to him. It was like he was a collector. So
I think he's the creepiest out of all of them.
Yeah, clown. He was like a party clown. Here's all the features.
What was
of
going
a
on in the
complete
'70s when you could fucking drive around dressed as a clown in a van and nobody
With
is
a
looking
dead body
at
in
you?
the trunk and
No one's
no one's
looking
looking.
into your background.
Well, the drugs were a lot better back then.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tennessee. Ben, what's up?
Hey, man. You guys are great, by the way. Been loving you for about 6 months now.
And we care
Now, I
why?
was a coroner up in Virginia, and they brought me a hand. Well, they called me at 2 in the morning and said, we got a hand we need you to look at. And it ended up being like a child's hand. But we investigated further, and it ended up being a bear paw. And just kind of screwed everybody up for a while. They started the manhunt. It was pretty interesting.
They mistook a bear paw for a hand.
Yeah, it's easy to confuse. We did X-rays, and it didn't quite look right. And then we called the chief
Gave it away with
pathologist.
fur.
You know, I got a similar story. When I was living out there in Huntington, my landlord was digging up the front yard. No, digging up the porch. That's right, because part of the porch in the front of the house was rotting.
Mm-hmm.
So he was going to redo the porch, and he's digging up, I guess, to get some studs in the ground or whatever. And all of a sudden he found some bones, and they looked like human bones.
Were they big? Yeah.
Yeah, and they looked like they could be bones from like a child.
Oh.
So he was ex-NYPD, and he works for the fire department and all that. So he thought, I better do the right thing. So he calls the cops. They completely took over the house, yellow taped the whole area.
That's great for the neighbors.
Oh yeah,
Start
cops
seeing that going on.
Cops everywhere. I come home, because I'm renting from this guy. All the cops that are there are fans of the show. So now they're starting to think crazy shit in their heads. Like, I knew he was a wacko on the air, but wait a minute, what's going on here? And they kind of hinted, like, you might want to stay close, because they really don't know what the hell's going on. It's so early in the investigation. I'm like, what? So we had to wait around all day. I don't know, like 4 to 6 hours, let's say, and they finally came back from the lab saying, all right, and it was like a pig or pig bones or
orangutan.
Or I forgot exactly.
Very
Honestly, I forget now. I don't remember exactly what the bones. It was some animal, that the bones were under the porch for whatever reason.
That's odd.
But for an afternoon, it was all
Still something goes. Something
the yellow
sort of
tape
ritual.
Yeah, definitely something strange there.
The yellow-
Unless somebody got drunk and planned on doing one of those pig pit barbecues and forgot about it. Burying them under the ground with the coals and then forgot.
But for an afternoon, it was
pig picking.
Yeah,
That's what it's called. A lot of
pig
excitement.
picking. Let's say hi to Dave in Tennessee. Dave.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right, what's up?
I was just, I had read a book on that body farm. It's just outside Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, there's one in Knoxville, Tennessee? Okay.
Yeah, and I guess it was started on a university over there, and they bring, like, coroner students in from all across the country, and it's just like you were saying. This is what it's a plastic bag after 5 days. There's going to be this kind of bug on it. I mean, it is amazing.
Yeah, they have all scenarios, people that are, like, wrapped up in, exactly, garbage bags and rugs and trunks.
I don't know if I want to live next door to that, though, man. I guess they have 50 to 100 bodies at any given time.
Yeah, just rotting away.
After you do it, there's no way to watch a horror movie and even be remotely scared at that point.
Mm.
You're just so clinically looking at
the
makeup. Oh, yeah, it's like a trunk. 7
Yeah.
days in the sun in July.
I can't even watch some of those scary movie trailers anymore at night. They've gotten really creepy.
They've gotten very real.
They've gotten just creepy, where I can't take the surprise out of nowhere shot. Like they show some guy and he's sitting on a couch or something, and he bends over to grab something, and the camera follows him as he grabs it. When he leans back, there's someone sitting next to him out of nowhere. That shit kills me. I cannot watch it. I avert my eyes from the television like a pussy.
Yeah, horror movies are back. They sucked in the 80s.
Yeah, they turned into just the slasher things I could watch. So who cares? You know, like Jason and those things. Not scary. But the ones that are like the creepy, distorted faces and little children are always creepy in movies.
Oh, yeah.
And they've made a big comeback in movies now.
Creepy children?
Ever since The Shining with those two twin girls in the hallway. Just creepy. And now they put kids in movies all the time. You hear the little... Oh, get me out of here. I'm not watching.
Did you like Blair Witch? A lot of people are like, that
Yeah, I
sucks.
thought it was pretty creepy.
I went to that by myself. I was living in L.A.
Yeah.
Saw the 12:30 show after I worked at like
Oh,
a lap
no,
there.
what are
Oh
you,
my
nuts?
God! That last shot with the dude standing in the fucking corner.
That's what got me.
Then I walked out to the through the parking garage by myself.
Whoa.
Freaked the fuck out.
I can't take stuff like that. And some people say that sucked. It was nothing. And other people, scariest thing they ever saw.
Yeah, a
that
lot of people
was
saw Blair
creepy.
Witch. I was laughing the whole time. That was fucking lame. I bought it from the second it was on.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of those movies you had to get in early, you know?
Yeah,
you had to
yeah,
watch
yeah.
it early before everyone started really talking about it. Same with, like, Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense was creepy as all hell, too. That chick puking in the friggin' underneath and his little fort thing when he runs in it, and there's people out there, and the mother in the kitchen, and just creepy shit.
Usually I see the endings of movies coming, like, no problem. That was one of the only movies where I actually stood up in the theater when they had the twist at the end, and I actually stood up and went, no fucking way! I just lost my mind. Like, they fucking tricked us. And it was a full theater, but I was just taken by, what they did. It was the only time I got out of my seat and actually said something in a movie theater.
The Ring?
The Ring, yeah.
That was
I saw
really
that in
creepy,
Peoria,
man.
Illinois, with this comic, Pete Holmes. We walk in, I swear to God, we saw like the 2 o'clock show on like a fucking Wednesday. We were the only two people in there, and both of us are trying to act like we're not freaked out by this. The first time when that girl was in the closet and her head comes over and her jaw drops, I was like,
man. I saw her face. I couldn't take it.
Plus, I also think women being the murderer is way more scary.
Creepier.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that whole weird video that they played with the woman in the mirror brushing her hair, just that shit alone creeps me out.
Oh,
so much I can't. Ugh.
Going down in the well in that fucking water, I can't tell.
Yeah, creepy.
Hey, let's all the instant messages that this guy's a pussy.
Oh, of course, yeah, real men on the instant feedback. Hey, pussy, shut up, I'm scared.
Let's take another call and then we'll move on to other things. Gary, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Actually, I got to the University of Tennessee, and I was actually able to go to the body farm.
You went to one of these body farms?
Yes, it was amazing.
Good time?
The one in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild. There's probably 30 to 40 bodies in different stages of decomposition. It was very amazing.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
Sir?
Gary?
Yes.
Your call stinks.
Is your brain
sorry,
decomposing in front of our eyes? Like you're losing your mind here.
It's like you've been to
nervous?
someplace unbelievably interesting, and you're not giving us any details. You're just going, we went there, and it was
there.
amazing. So what happened? It was wild.
Walking on campus, sorry.
If we had a whole show of callers like this, we would have no audience. You understand that, right?
Yes.
All right. He's probably just a little nervous.
Someone on instant feedback here.
Yes, yeah, I understand. I suck. That's like I just like dealing with dead bodies. They don't hurt me the way you guys just did.
I could finally relate to your show, so I figured I'd better call.
I think better of it. Ant, the creepiest trailer ever, and I agree with this. This was really bad. Was the girl from The Exorcist crawling down the stairs backwards on her hands and feet? Remember, she was doing kind of a upside down crab walk, but her head was turned the other way. And like any time a body gets distorted like that, I can't watch it. Creeps me out.
And this is the caller describing that. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's real scary.
Get us out of here, Derek.
It's pretty wild.
Life in corporate America can be.
That's a good one,
Ant.
Ant. Read that one.
42nd Street, Matt. Hey guys, when I was 7 years old, my older cousin told my mom they were taking me to see Tron, or the movie Tron. Instead, I was treated to a viewing of Poltergeist. Holy shit, I'm fucking 7 years old. I lost it when the guy tore his face off. Nightmares for weeks. Absolutely. That movie, for the time now, it's a little dated. You watch it, and you're like, meh, it looks a little
I
cheesy.
don't know, man. That midget lady's still creepy as shit.
This house is clean.
She is creepy.
Walk toward the light.
I told you that story, though. When I was a kid, my parents decided to take me. I guess they didn't want to spring for a babysitter that night. Took me to see Bonnie and Clyde. Now,
It's not a scary movie.
I'm a little kid. This is like 1969 or something. I was a little tot. What were you laughing?
Well, because you know Groucho, so 1969.
I don't know Groucho. I met Groucho once.
By 1969, you had to be at least 17.
My early 20s. I was a tiny kid.
Bill, you're talking to a guy that met Groucho Marx.
I met Groucho.
Oh my
God.
Exactly.
I
We don't know how old he is.
Oh my
We're starting
God.
to think he's a vampire or something.
I met Groucho in 1975. He was pretty much on his deathbed.
No, he was working out at fucking Gold's Gym. the original.
Right. It was on the road. Me and Groucho.
We found out the other day that if Groucho was alive, he'd be like 108 or something. And Anthony met him.
He was an old man. He died like
He ran track with him in high school.
All right, Bonnie and Clyde, 1969. Sure.
Yeah, took me to see Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
And I vomited all over the inside of the car. It was at a drive-in. And I vomited all over the place. What are they pointing at?
Jesus.
There's something going on. Oh, Maury. Yeah, I know. Maury,
we're only getting this out of one.
Doctor told Tarja her daughter would never be able to walk or talk, and she'd be a vegetable. So now Tashana
That's
is
good.
on Maury.
I got it. Whatever you did, just don't touch it.
Dancing and singing, and something's wrong with her, though. But I should be dead, but I'm a miracle survivor is the title of today's show.
We just had Maury on the other day.
Yes.
How about that?
I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you
is great.
so much. And I just want to tell you, no matter what nobody say, keep your head up and keep God first. You don't need anybody but your mother and your family.
Does she have to
and
say
God
keep
is
your
the
head
only
up?
friend you ever need.
Head is
Now
twice
you
the
have
size
new
of a
friends.
normal
So
one.
I can give you
Jesus.
my number.
Opie.
Oh, sure. We can hang out. I'll come
Right.
and see you.
And we have a special surprise for you. Oh, special surprise, Maury. Maury is
a special
freak.
surprise for
love him.
Tashana and her mom.
Yes.
What's the surprise?
Tonight is girls' night out. We're going to eat at Mango's.
Right.
We're going to go hang out at a little spot.
Cancel
called
my
Mango's
reservation
in
at Mango's.
Jersey.
How's that?
It's girls' night out tonight. We're going to hang out, girl.
Okay. Can you tell me all about it when you get back? Okay, my dear. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
thank
By the
you.
way, Tweet's new CD is in the stores. It's called It's Me Again. So we want to thank you, Tashana. We want to thank your mom.
You think Maury is thinking about us right now?
Of course.
As he looks at this horror
All right.
show.
Get her off.
Right after
Next freak. Bring in the next freak.
Let's see what the next freak
Caught
is.
in a life and death struggle with Mother Nature.
The destruction was just happening so fast. I knew me and my family were going to die if we didn't get out of there. I was so scared in the summer. I thought we were going to die.
She was shot point blank in the mouth. And lost half of her face.
Oh, jeez.
What happened to your baby?
Rabbits.
There she was, Belle the Ball, at her very own princess birthday party. Want more, Maury? Get the inside.
I don't want to see that.
No.
We had Maury in the other day. We really hit it off. It turns out he's a big fan of the show, listens all the time.
Yeah, Maury's probably listening right now. Maury has...
Maury.
He is truly the new P.T. Barnum. It's a freak show. If he's not doing freaks, he's doing the paternity test.
Yeah.
That's what he does. But he brings people on. Like the one subject he has is I'm a person, don't stare at me. Is like one of the subjects, and then he parades people on to have more people
stared
look
at.
at them that will ever see them in a lifetime. You're a special little girl. You know something? You're beautiful inside.
And then he brings out a singer that is desperate for the publicity.
Right, the publicity. Her new album's available. Like
I know, that was really bad.
Maury,
at the bodega on 155th Street. Like there's nobodies, you know.
I'll sing to that walking piece of chop meat, Maury, but I want a plug.
Right, I'll do whatever you say as long as you plug my CD and when it's dropping. Oh.
Jesus.
They go way down the ladder to
I
find
wonder if
these
she's
people
gonna
to
blow
sing.
that girl off at the after party.
Of course.
At Mango's?
Hey, they're going to
just keep
Mango's.
walking.
Hey, remember me?
She'll probably just stop in, say hi.
Quick
Is everything
photo.
good? Is your dinner okay? All right, I gotta run. That's it.
Yeah.
Just leaves her there with her mother and a bunch of horrified customers.
We got to say hi to an old friend, Jeff Norris, everybody.
Hello there. How are you?
Remember Jeff Norris?
Of
Anthony?
course, Jeff. How you been?
How you doing, buddy?
Goody good.
You do realize we've been...
What's up, man? How are
Jeff used to be on our old show all the time when we were doing commercial radio, and you do realize we've been back for almost a year, right?
Longer than that. I haven't seen you in about 3 years.
Jeff's claim to fame is he was our first guest ever on our show at NEW.
How about that?
We had to start somewhere.
I was going to say, it got me a lot of success. I'm still spackling in the daytime.
And he was the voice of the Frosted Mini Wheat on the Mini Wheats commercial.
I eat Cheerios now. Fuck them. All they do is talk about fiber. They got all old people and fiber, and
now it's not
they
about
cut out the characters.
The Frosted side.
No,
wait, you don't like them anymore?
No, I'm out of work. I'm unemployed.
Oh no!
But they gave you a good living for a while.
No, I mean
I
it's
think
good.
you just fucked yourself out of any sort of reunion.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Here, do your voice.
Sometimes they bring it back.
Can you do the
know?
voice at least so people around America go, oh, that guy?
It's a frosted pesci.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I'm sweet and delicious. You're healthy and nutritious. If we work together in harmony, we realize we're actually a pretty good team.
That's him. That's the Mini Wheat.
You got a frosted side too?
I closed my eyes, man.
Yeah, here he is.
The Mini Wheat.
Wow, holy shit.
Now he's like, fuck that cereal.
No, I don't know.
Now
They're listening. Call
Tony the Tiger's a prick.
I went out for Tony the Tiger too.
Fuck
Boris Karloff.
The Mini Wheat can't eat my shit. That motherfucker.
Oh man.
Did you get a lot of free mini wheats from doing that?
Not a box.
Not one
Not
box.
one box.
They didn't mail you one lousy
Not
box.
one box.
They give you a little something, no?
My mother bought me one when I got the deal. That was it.
My mother.
My mother.
Did you ever try to get like free mini wheats from the supermarket or something? I do that as a gag, every once in a while when we're in a magazine. I try to get the magazine for free. I go, hey.
You just want to show the person behind the counter you're in it.
Hey, if you're in the magazine, do you get it for free? And they laugh like, oh,
yeah, but it's hard to prove.
And then I show them and still got to pay.
Yeah.
With the mini wheat box.
I usually, I remember flying a few times and having us have a big article in one of the magazines, and I sit there in first class as everyone's walking through, and I'll open up to my picture and tilt a little to the aisle and drink my Bloody Mary. Like, this is why I'm up here. Get in the back and row.
Oh, this is a good question.
You got to take it where you can, Bill.
Let's go to Keith in New York. Keith?
Keith and Pete, Danny's a moron, but either way.
All right, I'm sorry, bro.
No, that's all right. I want to know if the Frosted Mini Wheat guy knows the Angry Baby.
Yeah. Bob Kelly's doing the Angry Baby.
Did you hear that yesterday?
Mini Wheat guy.
Bob Kelly.
He what? He wants to what?
No, he's doing a character called Angry Baby now.
For voiceover work, and it sounds exactly like your Frosted Mini Wheat.
Does it? Yeah. We did a whole thing yesterday on the show.
Great.
A whole thing. So what have you been up to, Jeff?
I'm just spackling in a day.
You're really
I should not
spackling.
admit that. No, I bought a house, so I'm fixing it up.
Oh, there you go.
But performing, doing a lot in Vegas, doing a lot around here.
Vegas?
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
The Tropicana.
You got a Vegas gig?
Yeah, 5 times a year I'm out there. So.
And
That's
you
still Bob
encouraged?
Kephart?
Yeah, it's still Bob, but he has he's doing some different stuff. Like he'll bring guys back on a regular, and it's nice because it's just a 2-man show rather than a 3. So
you're supposed to also bring your other friends in show business and encourage them to perhaps perform at this club?
Well, no, I don't give a shit. Nobody helped me. I don't give a shit. I ain't helping anybody.
I performed out there about 8 years ago. It was one of my first headlining gigs, and I was bombing so bad, they actually bumped me down to the middle act, and they made the middle act close.
It's not an easy room. People get...
It seems like people that aren't there just to see comedy.
No. I mean, it's a good gig. I like it, but...
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
How big a room?
About 400.
400?
Yeah.
Like gamblers and people that don't want to go see...
People are all pissed off. They just lost their
know.
mortgage on a slot.
That's like... walk in there, they're not... When you go to a comedy club, people have gone down there to see a comedian.
Yeah.
This, it's like, we got tickets, we were
Something,
comped to
yeah,
this,
it's like
I'm
the
staying
first
at the
3 days.
hotel.
They have locals night. But the
Oh.
weekends are good. Thursday through Sunday's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody in there is taking a break from losing.
Right.
Right.
Because if you're winning, you're still going to be out there.
And most of the people that are in there want to be out gambling.
Right.
They're taking a break, but they're like, I can be at the table right now.
And if you go a minute over, they fly you home because they want people back in the casino losing more money.
Of course.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
That sounds like you're doing all right.
I'm doing all right.
Let's go to Ken in Jersey. Ken, what's up?
Hey, I want to say hello to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, I don't know if you remember me. We were playing You Were Doing Rascals in Ocean Township one night, and I forget who the other comic was, but somebody was heckling. Remember you and I got into the fight with a bunch of assholes?
Oh, my God.
What
You remember that?
That was with Greg Morton.
Greg Moore, yeah, you remember.
Oh, my.
Yep.
I got to tell you the story real quick.
You got cut, and remember the bartender got hit over the head with the bottle?
Yeah, that was crazy.
This is at a comedy club?
This was at Rascals in Ocean Township.
Yeah, buddy. I remember you and I took the guys outside, beat the shit out of them out in the parking lot, and they ran?
Yeah, well, I'm still paying that fine.
No, you're not.
Do you know Greg Morton, Bill? Have you ever heard of Greg Morton?
No.
He's a black guy from Canada. He's really good. I mean, he's a great impressionist, great comedian, and he's a light-skinned black guy. So there was some people there, and he does a joke saying that when he was a kid, his mother nearly beat the black off of him. Oh. And he says, it dear near worked. I grew up beige, you know. Some guy in the audience goes, yeah, but you're still an N. Like, screams it out.
Wow.
And next thing you know, the bouncer comes over. He hits the bouncer in the head with his Jack Daniels glass, and this big fight breaks out. So I went over to help the guy. There was 3 guys.
Anytime there's a fight, you can always depend on Jeff jumping
I mean,
in.
the bouncer was getting, like, hit in the face with a Jack Daniels glass. It was terrible. Split him wide open, kicking him. And he didn't. I remember you.
Norris is an animal, by the way.
No, I'm not.
Have you are an animal.
No, I'm not a bad
Look
guy.
at you. You're built like a fire plug.
It's the shirt.
It's the shirt?
I behave.
And
I'm not a bad guy.
Remember when Jeff ruined my vacation?
What did he do?
Oh, the chokehold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you asked me. He goes, teach me a chokehold.
I did not. You were demonstrating what you did to some guy after you brought him out of Caroline's. Remember the guy that was biting my ankle?
That's why I defended you.
Some guy.
You were there. Some guy went over and said that you two sucked or something.
Some guy was, no, you know what? He was trying to come off like a fan. He was like, I love the show, dude, you're great. And then he, like, bows down, is like, oh, you're fantastic, and then starts biting. He tried to bite my ankle. He, like, was like,
Right in
he's
Caroline's.
just drunk off his ass. So Norris sees this, comes over, like, picks the guy up, and escorts him out of the club, which is fine. You know, I was laughing my ass off. I thought it was great. Then I go upstairs after the gig, and Norris is upstairs, and I go, what'd you do to that guy after you got him upstairs? He goes, I choked him out. I was like, you get the fuck out of here. He goes, no, really. And then he demonstrates on me what he did. And I hate when people that are real good at martial arts.
You said show me.
No, I didn't mean show me.
I know Anthony. He wouldn't have said show me.
Because I
Or
can't
if he
stand
did,
when
he meant
people that
show me
fight
on somebody else.
or do martial arts actually go, so, all right, stand there. I'll show you. Like, let me grab your arm, and I want no part of that. No part
Those
of it.
holds that just
So he goes,
to the
I
point you
grabbed
gotta
him
cry.
like this, and then he puts the crook of his arm around my throat and squeezes. Now, for Norris, it's like nothing. To him, he barely even moved. To me, it's a death hold. He, like, did something where I had a sore throat and couldn't talk for a week. It was right before I was on vacation. I'm on vacation like, I'll take another banana daiquiri, please. I couldn't talk. I had a crushed windpipe or something. And he almost choked me out with a split-second little crook of his arm, just ding, little thing,
That's
and
all it took.
no blood to my head. Unbelievable.
2 pounds of pressure. That's all
it.
you need.
That's all
Break
you
his
need.
fucking
You
neck.
make me sound like such a thug.
Just a couple of foot-pounds per second. I love the little son of a bitch.
Oh, wow.
Sorry I couldn't get here on time, man. Coming here was crazy. I got up at 5:30 this morning to be here at 9:15.
Yeah,
and it took like 4.5 hours from New Jersey to get here. I'm not even kidding you.
High security out there.
Well, no, not that. The Parkway, Garden State Parkway, and the Turnpike, and then coming through the tunnel.
You like the new joint?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's very nice.
It's kind of weird, right?
It's in a good way. In a good way.
No,
Seems
in a
more,
great way. We built this
It seems
thing.
more, that's what I'm saying. It seems more personal.
We designed the whole studio
Yeah,
and
it's
everything.
cool.
And you see all those cubicles? They were supposed to be gone 4 months ago. We gave up on that. But supposedly they're giving us this whole space.
No, it looks cool, man.
And we're going to have like a stage and stuff and a pole for girls. And
Very nice.
Oh, it's going to be hooked up.
It's going to be hooked up. But
Very
that was
nice.
supposed to happen already. Remember, Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
These guys were supposed to be out of here already.
Yeah.
As they're staring at me over the cubicles.
What do they do?
Hello?
They work for you? They work...
They're
They work
like...
for you.
they're... Every company needs dead weight, I guess, so they're just kind of... they just kind of do... we don't know what they do. They just stare at computers and think about what 20 songs they want to play. Just stupid stuff.
I saw Earl.
Yeah, Earl is now producing Ron and Fez.
I saw Earl. Oh, wow.
He's the executive producer of Ron and Fez.
That's pretty good.
So, all right. We should move on to other things here.
Other business.
Well, we got audio from Danny Bonaduce's new show. Have you seen this thing yet, Bill?
No. Psycho.
I hear it's a clusterfuck.
Although Anthony's making me sound like him now.
No.
No, not at all.
You're just a fight animal.
I really am not. I really walk away. I really do.
This show has potential. A lot of these reality shows, it's getting old, but the celebrity reality shows are really starting to take off, and some of them are really good. The Hulk Hogan one stinks.
That's awful because it's all fake and staged.
The
like
Surreal Life is really good.
Mm-hmm.
They got that new show with the Brady kid there.
Yeah,
off on the Surreal
Peter
Life.
Brady and his girlfriend.
Right.
He's like in his 40s, and she's a 20-something. And
she was the next top model or something.
22 or something like that.
Yeah,
Ridiculously
22.
hot.
And they hooked up, so they decided to make a show out of it.
A little spin-off.
Anytime there's a speck of interest in one of these reality shows, like any little highlight, they spin it off and make
Strange Love.
its own show. Yeah, same thing.
That was
It's like,
a
that was
joke.
entertaining. Now, when you take it in the context of the show, it's entertaining. It doesn't mean it could stand alone, by itself and be entertaining. And it wasn't. That whole thing
It's like
with
when they
Flavor.
tried to give the Ropers their own show.
Yeah, that did not work.
Or Flo off of Alice. It's like people barely
Flo.
watched Alice.
Yeah.
Then they hook up Flo.
They go, well, we'll just have you say, kiss my grits
Ma'am.
every episode.
Kiss my grits.
Kiss my grits. Oh, this is fantastic.
Well, the Danny Bonaduce show, I gotta tell you, it has potential.
Yeah.
Later on in the series, I guess he tries to kill himself. It gets
He's a
so
nut,
bad.
man.
The show starts with
Save
him.
that for the finale.
Him and his wife that he cheats on all the time. He's an alcoholic. He does steroids, all this shit.
Sex addict is what he says.
Every
Sex
clip
addict.
I see, he's just
Who is it?
screaming at somebody.
Oh, yeah. He's got, like,
I'm out of my fucking mind.
he's got roid rage and all that. And he's got a kid in the business, so he's driving her to auditions and stuff.
Got
But
a kid in the business?
Yeah, I guess the show got, what?
Really? How old?
I want to say 11, maybe.
Isn't that how he
That's
got
cruel.
fucked up?
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to say. That's
Was
cruel.
that kid that he brought to that? Remember when we were out in L.A. when we first started at AAF?
Right.
And
At
he
the
had a
Comedy
baby
Store?
and a stroller.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Jesus.
When we met him out there, yeah.
That time do march on.
Well, she's now in the business, and he's going to prove that you could be in the business as a child actor and have a normal life. That's one of the angles that the show's taken. Well, the show's getting, got so out of control, they took the kids right out of it. They told the kids, that live with somebody else, or we're not continuing with this show. Because the shit that was going on, I guess VH1 or whoever filmed it just couldn't do it.
So it's
anymore.
pretty real then. It seems pretty
Yeah, it's like his whole life is falling apart right on the screen. But I guess he's all right because he'll be on our show very soon. So I guess he survived the whole thing.
The name is weird though. It's called Breaking Bonaduce.
Breaking Bonaduce.
It's almost like they're implying like VH1 was leaving the drugs around. Like, let's fucking break this guy.
Let's get him.
Yeah.
I know we can put him over the edge. Yeah.
But we're in the business. We had Harry Reams in yesterday. He's clean and sober for 16 years.
We were trying.
We fake applause for the guy, but in our minds we're like, how can we break him? How can we break him?
Oh, I saw you do that with Bernie Getz.
Right.
Yeah, same thing. Bernie, we wanted Bernie to snap.
You're just trying to
Hope
figure
we
out
got
how to
him
break these
snap.
people.
And Harry Reams, we showed him the first live chick's pussy that he's seen since he was married, like 16 years.
And he went right into character?
Oh, he was like, yeah. All of a sudden he started mumbling under his voice. He was like, yeah, that's nice. Ooh, yeah. Huh. Making noises he hadn't made since he was doing porno. Loved it.
He's barely hanging in there. You can see it in his eyes.
Just nails scraping.
Yeah.
I got to hold on.
He's
16
holding
years.
on.
I'm a successful
God,
real
why
estate
couldn't I have
agent.
been here yesterday?
Oh, it was key.
He was telling great stories.
Good one.
He told a story where he doesn't remember from, I think it was 85 to 89. He swears he just doesn't remember 4 years of his
Well,
life.
that one episode he talks about, he was staying in a hotel or at a hospital, rehab. He was trying to go through some kind of rehab. They put him in a hospital here in New York City. They would give him quarters for the telephone every day. Well, he would stock away these quarters, and then when he had enough, he went out and bought some booze with it. He got hammered, just bought like a half a gallon of vodka, drinks that down. He wakes up 4 days later in the Los Angeles County Jail, 3,000 miles away in jail. Still to this day has no clue how he got from New York to L.A. and ended up in jail. How do you go that far?
Yeah, you can't be that fucked up and get on a plane.
Yeah, on a plane, driving, hitching. You have to function. You have to be able to move, locomotion. But that is fucked up. That is hammered.
That really is.
Oh, Maury.
Yes.
Jesus, Maury.
6 months pregnant. You were 6 months pregnant when you were shot. What happened to your baby?
She's doing fine.
She's doing fine.
All right.
Yeah. Thank God.
This is the one that was shot point
Shot
blank
in the face. Shot in the face with a shotgun
so
by
now
her.
she's got a
boyfriend
pelican
or
chin.
something.
How much do you
Pelican.
Oh, you are the worst.
Hold on.
Well, you got to paint the
bad
pictures
do
for the audience, eh?
Pelican. Severe that if I never got to help as fast as I did,
Oh my God!
Wow.
Shark attack.
Right out and die.
Oh,
There's a person who saved your life, wasn't there?
The shooting happened like 1, 2
No, I
o'clock in
nursed
the morning.
myself back to
You
fucking
walked
help.
to a house at 1
tongue
or
is
2
brutal.
o'clock.
You know what
Her tongue is hanging out of her mouth.
Yes.
it's not bad enough. They're
And
doing a
it happened to
dramatization
be
of her being
a
shot in the
minister.
face. You
Yeah.
see that with the black and white?
Yeah.
And Reverend
It's like a
Goldman is
bulldog.
here
You ever see
today.
like a bulldog with his tongue just won't go in?
Yeah.
It's all dried
There's a
out.
lot to this
That's a
story,
mastiff.
all right? And there are lots of
That's her
pieces to
breathing?
this puzzle that we want to just
Sounds like
kind of
Ben
bring
on
out
mic.
and put together so we have an entire puzzle all done when it's over. And the first big piece we got to bring out is your daughter.
Your
right?
chin.
Oh, Maury!
Maury!
Yeah!
How are you?
Listen to Maury.
Look at you. Hi, Mohannes.
Oh, Mohannes.
Mohannes, who is that?
My grandma.
Who's that?
Grandma.
Is that your grandma? Who's that, Mohannes?
She's 25.
Grandma's 25 years old. Holy crap.
You know that you're
Are you
another
kidding me?
person who helped save your mom's life.
That's great-great-grandma. Her prom's tonight.
That is horrific.
Tonight is her 30th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez. All right, so
Mess.
Breaking Bonaduce. You want to hear some audio from this thing?
Sure.
It's pretty good.
Danny had an affair not too long ago, and I've been trying to deal with the damage of that. Looking back on it now, I should have seen it happening, but, you know, at the time I really didn't realize that it was happening.
I actually told you it was happening.
No, you didn't.
I gave you a pretty clear heads up.
Okay.
Do you remember this conversation? Honey, I know you don't like sex. Somebody better start having some sex with me soon.
So the reason that you had the affair was because you weren't having sex?
You know what?
You know what?
When this affair, I have to get this in because it's, I think, really relevant. When he was having the affair, he was getting the relationship that he deserved. No, we were not having sex because he was having sex somewhere else. He wasn't getting any sex from me, and why should he have?
Having that affair meant when you were withholding sex from him that he was...
Well, this woman had no mercy for me and my children, none. You should see these letters that she's written him. They're all like, oh, you're my husband, and, you know, like, me and the kids didn't even exist.
Gretchen, I got to tell you, I mean, that freaks me out.
It freaks me out.
That's so, like, over the edge. I'm trying to understand how that happens. How did that happen?
I don't care about sex that much. I mean, I don't. I just feel like I'm more evolved and I have better things to do. He is a sex addict, totally.
Do you think you're a sex addict?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So the wife ain't giving him sex, but he's getting it somewhere else, and that's why the wife says she wasn't giving him sex.
She openly admits she's not interested in sex. What do you do in that situation?
I think I'm a higher evolved person.
Yeah.
What does that mean? We all need sex. My God, man.
Watson from Allentown. I just saw the black Jay Leno on Maury. Oh, my God. That is terrible.
So she's pissed off that he's having an affair, but she's not giving it to him.
What happened first, though? Did she stop giving him sex, and that's what caused him to go out?
She said she doesn't like having sex.
I got to side with Danny on this one.
Yeah.
Point to Danny?
Point to Danny. 1 point to Danny.
All right.
My career is my thing. I'll work day and night for it. I'll do anything for it. And I do that for my family. Like I said, I used to live right behind Grauman's Chinese by the dumpster. And I won't have that happen again. And I've talked about us being in counseling for a very long time now on the radio, but I never specifically talked about an affair. And I thought, here's an act of contrition Gretchen will understand. I'm going to put my career on the line right now.
Hello?
Honey, I'm going to have to turn down your radio.
Yeah?
Apparently you've been...
What a great guy. He's gonna tell her live on his radio
Live
show.
on the show.
That he's having an affair. Holy crap.
He did that?
The guy's just desperate for fame.
He really is.
Yeah?
Apparently you've been listening.
Yep.
Sorry. I know this is an inappropriate time, but I didn't know... Well, how are you?
I'm not good. You know, I mean, I never thought that I'd be in the situation in the first place. And secondly, I never thought that I would stand for it, you know. But once you have kids, you can't be selfish, you know. Sometimes you have to put them first. And, you know, that's what I did.
What a wonderful guy.
Yeah. Do it on the air.
Do it on the air and try to fit it in before you have to play your commercials.
Yeah, Jesus.
We'll be back. We'll be back. So he told his wife that he was having an affair live on his radio show. What do you think of that, Bill?
Sort of a break of the trust between the...
You think? Just a bit.
I mean, is she in on it, though? You never
think-
know with this Hollywood crap.
Could be an act, right? That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking, too. I'm thinking, oh, well, she's crying. Then I'm thinking, of course she's crying. They can
Probably
do
an
that.
open relationship. She was in on the threesome.
Let's go to
Right.
Let's go to Kung Fooey from
she's
Whackbag.
Weeping on the phone. Actress.
All right, your voice is quiet. No, I haven't had sex in over 4.5 years. 5 years in December.
No surprise with a name like Kung Fooey.
Hey,
No. That's
Hey, Kung
nickname.
Fooey.
Hey, Kung Fooey, bang
That's
me
just
harder.
that's just his street name.
What's the problem?
Yeah, why haven't you had sex in 4 years, 9 months, Kung Fooey?
Women are whores.
Well, that doesn't make
Well,
sense.
no. My ex would fuck the world is what it came down to. And I don't want diseases, the emotional baggage, all that other crap. I've never felt so free in my life.
But what about the sex?
I have it every day, sometimes 3 times.
With your cat?
With myself.
That's better
Not-
than a
So
woman?
you're just a
Masturbation is-
self-sustained unit right now.
Masturbation is the key to freedom.
Will you ever have sex again?
Yeah, I'm working on a 21-year-old right now, but, you know, she's a slut, and her cousin's trying to hook me up with her, so.
He has a
It
few
might work out. I don't know.
issues
My
with
friends
women.
think I'm gay. I'm not gay. Shaggy, I'm not a queer. That's all I got to say.
Shaggy and Kung Fu. You guys been dating for 5 years.
It's funny. No one was even going in that direction.
I know.
Bring it up.
Yeah, I'm not
Getting
gay.
it.
I think you're a little worried about that, Kung Fooey.
Well,
Got a
yeah,
401k
because
plan, and
I
I'm
don't-
not gay.
Wait, how do you get the name Kung Fooey?
It's my first gamer tag I ever had, like, years ago, so I stuck with it.
But why?
That's
Would
all.
you, did you kick somebody in the head? What?
No. It just came to my mind when I was hooking up DSL about 10 years ago, and that's about it.
All right.
Oh, no good.
Nothing exciting.
Oh,
Later.
Jesus Christ, Maury.
Thank you, Kung Fooey.
Oh, my God, don't even look. Burned,
Land of the Lost.
shot, and run over.
It's like a slee stack. Remember that shit?
How brave you are? You know how courageous you are?
yeah.
So we all fell in love with Catherine on that show.
That was it.
And
Oh my God. she
doing an
does.
update.
It's an
Slee
update.
stacks.
All right. Let's move on with the Breaking Bonaduce.
Oh, they gave her a plastic nose.
Aw.
That's nice.
Those snap-on
From
noses.
the,
paid
from the
for
Michael
her.
Jackson collection.
Those snap-on noses look really real.
The slee stack. Wow.
Remember that?
All right, here we go. More Breaking Bonaduce.
Oh.
Do you have kids? You have kids?
We have 2 children. We have 2.
What are you teaching them?
You know what? I noticed even with my daughter.
This is why you're in therapy, is because of those kids. You're just squinting your eyes at me. What do your eyes want to say?
That it would be, I would walk a very careful line with my children.
You're telling me to watch my step?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm going to watch my step. But I'm going to tell you the same thing back. I want you to watch your step with your children. Because if there's one thing that's sacred to me, it's how parents treat their children and what they teach their children by modeling in their behavior.
You can bang out all the cliches you wish if it'll make my wife feel better. Cross the line with my children and we'll have difficulties.
Okay.
Oh,
What?
man, you don't want to mess with this guy.
Crossing what line? What did he do?
Talking about his children, that's
Yeah,
all.
talking.
Talking about his children.
Isn't this a therapy session?
That's not a real therapist. The second you go on fucking TV, that's like
You're
Dr.
fake.
Phil.
Right,
yeah,
right.
You're like me. You got the same problem. You know, he's trying to get laid.
Yeah. Yeah, he wants to be in show business.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a scam.
All right, more
He's
Dan.
very unlikable.
I'm guessing that you get by now, I'm not my biggest fan. Do you get that by now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And you know what else I'm guessing? I'm guessing that you really are a good father. And I want you to
Thank
tell
you.
me how you're a good father. That's what I can't get. That's
Because
what I want to know.
You know how
tell
I'm a
me
good
what
father?
life is like
I
at
teach
home.
them not to be like me. Are you happy? I teach them that lying's bad. I teach them that cheating's bad. I teach them all the things I don't know. I didn't do I did not do a lot right. I'm 45 years old. And I didn't do a lot right.
Oh, boy.
And it's not that my kids are off limits. I just taught them to be better than I. They know better in a way because I've been deceitful. I don't tell them I know this from experience. I don't tell them I know this because I am soulless.
Acting.
Yeah, he's not a very good actor at all.
He's an addict.
Yeah.
They will be better than I for not knowing me.
Dun dun.
Yeah, come on.
I can't stand addicts. They fucking make everything about themselves. Like, you actually feel bad. I'm a piece of shit. And then wait, no, you're not a piece of shit. No, I am. Fuck you. You are a piece of shit. You're exactly right, and you get no sympathy.
I love that.
Very unlikable.
What's great about these celebrity reality shows, they'll do just about anything to keep their fame going. So
Yep.
these shows are going to just get better and better and better.
And now, you got to top this guy now.
Yeah, you got to top this guy. You
The
know?
guy's known for what he did when he was 11, 12, 13 years old. And now he's 45 and trying to rekindle things. I mean,
I like him. I think he's funny. I saw him on Politically Incorrect one time, and they had, like, all child stars.
Really?
And he was the only guy who was, like, really being open.
Honest?
Like, yeah, it sucks. I wish I never did the show, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then, like, Gary Coleman's trying to play it off, like, when people are going, like, you know, saying, what you talking about, Willis?
Yeah.
He tries to, thinks if he ignores it, people are going to forget that he's on that fucking sitcom that's still airing today.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, just give into it. Go to the mall, make an appearance, sign some headshots.
Yeah, what is it about this being a star when you're a child that just fucks him up so bad?
Because that's all they're known for. I mean, you don't want people to think about you as being 12 your whole life. Just imagine what you were doing at 12, and that's all they know.
Other people are able to move on.
Yeah, but when you're famous, it's like if you fuck up your life, okay, and you're anonymous, the only thing you got to worry about is some guy you went to high school with, maybe walking in when you're flipping burgers at TGI Fridays. But if you're famous, everybody went to high school with you. Just look at fucking, he's making burgers. What a loser! Oh my God! And then they're on their cell phone. Dude, you remember that? Was it One Day at a Time, right? Remember the guy who played the janitor? Dude, he's making me a burger right fucking now. Steve, no, Schneider! Fucking Schneider! Every fucking day, and what do you do?
Wow.
You just can't leave it. It's fucking horrendous.
Your life freezes at a certain age, and that's it.
And everybody,
if you were in a sitcom, that's it.
That is brutal when you put it that way.
Yeah.
There, Bill.
That's why they shave their head, they get tattoos, they try to do everything to
look
fucking
completely different.
And when you got that courtship of Eddie Father's face where you're 60 and you still look like you're 8 running down a beach, you're fucked. It's funny. You're trying to be edgy and be a people. Let me tell you about.
They always start up like a punk band.
Yeah, they
get
do
piercings. Yeah,
they do heroin. They wouldn't have done that.
No. They gotta get
they weren't
totally
on Alice.
opposite end of the spectrum. Alice.
Oh God, did that kid look horrendous? He got older.
Yeah.
Oh, his head just kept getting
longer and longer.
That John Kerry disease with Tom Petty teeth. He probably got more ass when he was 13 than when he was 17.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, we used to, hang with Barry Williams, did the show a lot. He would get so pissed if you called him Greg Brady. He's just had it.
Oh.
Absolutely had it with that, And we would hang after the show wherever he went. He was still Greg Brady.
What was that show where they pushed him into the pool? It was just a final nail.
Surreal Life? Was it on Surreal Life or one of those?
Yeah, and he just gave into it. He was just like, I think in that moment he's like, well,
Greg Brady there, Barry Williams did the celebrity boxing.
Celebrity boxing.
Didn't he fight Danny Bonaduce?
Yeah.
He got hammered.
Got his
didn't he?
ass kicked. Danny's like a martial arts guy. And what Barry Williams, what does he know about fighting?
My lawyer was one of the guys in, what is that, The Goonies.
Oh, wait, that's your lawyer too? Chunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, because who the hell was talking about that?
I don't know. I don't remember this
He's
one.
fucking great. You know what I love about
Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
Same
love
guy.
about that shit is like he just fucking walked away. He actually went to law school. Took this shit, did all that. Now he's out. He's out. He's a lawyer. He's fucking great at it.
Has he got pictures in his office of him as
Well, I've
Chunk?
never seen the movie, so it doesn't freak me
Never
out.
saw the movie?
Yeah, my girl was just like, dude, that's Chunk. Because I guess he...
Dude, that's Chunk.
Chunk. Do you know who's representing you? Chunk. All right, we got more audio from Breaking Bonaduce.
Do you know what all my friends would call going to Las Vegas without your wife? That's a hall pass. Nobody takes their own wife to Vegas. I'm begging you to come to Vegas. You should be flattered.
See what I mean?
I just would be grateful and much more comfortable if you would come with me.
I just don't feel like I need to be babysitting you.
Good answer.
I'm afraid I won't deliver. I'm afraid.
This marriage is so over. What are you guys doing?
No, but I respect that. Fuck you. I have to
That's
go
what I
with
mean.
you so you don't cheat on me?
Yeah.
If it's real, one of them will be dead in a week. If one of them will kill the other one.
The marriage is so over, though. What are they staying together for the kid or the kids?
That was a good soundtrack, though.
Yeah, the
It's
dramatic
sad music.
right? Yeah, so he had to do a gig in Vegas. He wanted his wife to go with him because he thought he was going to cheat, and she said, "Fuck you." No.
Cue the haunting guitar music.
That's right.
Now you're going to go to Las Vegas, and we're thinking that she's not going to go with you. What do you think is going to happen?
I think this is such a giant mistake.
Tell me about that.
Well, in 4 days, I will not have had a drink in 6 months. I'm sure you're all aware, but I take a pill called Antabuse. What that does essentially is turn alcohol to formaldehyde on contact. If you took one in the same day as drinking, you'll definitely go to the ER. You could die. I switched them with aspirin 3 weeks ago. I haven't taken Antabuse in 3 weeks, but taking bare aspirin. So not only can I drink, I most likely won't get a headache.
What the hell is that?
Was he trying to trick himself?
Yeah. Wow,
That
you
he
fooled
switched
him.
it with the aspirin?
Yeah, I don't. this whole angle I don't get.
Right, he's tricking himself?
It's like, well, then why don't you
Or
stop
does she
doing
dish
it?
out the pills to him?
I'm completely aware of how fucked up
Right.
I am, everything that I'm doing. Well, then stop doing it.
What the hell is that? What is that about? Are you setting yourself up for a drink? Because this is the deal breaker in your relationship. The way you're kind of flirting with danger. If you get busted with your pants down somewhere other than home again, that, we got a deal breaker.
There's part of me that says, I can do this. I can go to Las Vegas, do my job, and come home to my family.
What does he do?
And there's another part that says, well, if you confess your dishonesty, you're being honest, therefore hypocritical.
Oh, no, here's the deal. That's what's given you permission your whole life with her. He's been drunk. It hasn't been him. It's been the alcohol. So now it looks like you're sober. If you slept with somebody, man, she's out of there, unless she found out that you switched 3 weeks ago. How freaking clever is that, Danny?
Pretty clever.
That's really clever. And really shitty.
Yes, Ben. Ben ran into the studio through headphones on.
You're not going to believe this.
What?
Remember when Eric entered to win $100,000 from the Daily News?
Yeah.
He won.
What?
And it's not a joke. We've just confirmed everything.
Wait. He was in that contest that went awry in the Daily News. Remember a while back, they had numbers, the number game, and they put out a misprint, and it was like thousands of people across the city had won $100,000.
Yeah.
They're very angry at it, and they said, all right, everybody that won that, send in your ticket. We'll put it in a hat and pick a winner. And one of you, instead of everybody winning, one of you will win $100,000. He won it.
He just won, and we confirmed it. We called back.
How did you confirm it?
I called the Daily News. I talked to the girl. Here he is.
You just won $100,000?
Holy
shit! They're coming down at 12 o'clock. They want to take photos of.
How does
everybody.
it feel to win as much as Opie made just doing this show today?
Damn good.
We'll have more on this tomorrow. Bill Burr, thanks. Jeff Norris, thanks.